live now. Yes, so family una go una couche. Welcome, family. Almost. No matter of time. No matter of time. Welcome, Azum. You will get better. You keep Welcome, family. Welcome. Mas you for level 30 because I like Vachas. You said go like Vachas you.
That Wahid, sir.
You got for level 30 now. You got for level 30 now. I'm Wahid.
Oh, make the man.
Salute, sir.
I did everything now life.
Thank God, man. We thank God, man. You know, we can't continue we can't stop thanking God because with all the, what's in the happen, the corona, I mean, we're here, we're safe, and we just thank God, man.
Safe for we,
Yeah, family.
I'm glad for share a platform with you, sir.
Yeah, man. The pleasure.
Igwe.
A big man, man. I mean, I say, I'm glad for share a platform with some of we own big one there, man. Titi hold me, we don't have got her for now, bro. We self-calm and begin make real impact. We're grateful, man. We want to pave the way for some of us.
I know.
Titi hold me.
They don't have got her flat, bro.
Where's Mansu?
They don't have got her flat, bro. Oh, it's awesome, man.
Yeah, so family and na share the video. At any time from now, when it starts to get 1 or 2 people away, they can join me. So please, we encourage you now for share the video. Encourage you for making share the video, please. I'm gonna share the video. Share the video. Get the big superstars that are the building today. So please, share the video then. And the groups there, we get Team Wahid. Please, we'll encourage you for making share the video. We start at any time from now. So please, we encourage you now for make share the video. Get so that people are back with me. DJ Base also this guy for join me for coming right now. So please, we encourage you now for make share the video, please. share the video. This topic is very, very important for all Sierra Leoneans, everyone. Very important for all Sierra Leoneans. So they encourage now to make share the video.
Shaba.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you know they play me music. They say I come out. Who say
I
come out?
didn't tell you.
Who say come out?
I didn't tell you. Man, for the bumpy sound there.
Yeah. Shaba.
Man, for
Who
the
say come
bumpy
out?
sound there.
Who say come out? You not credible, but who say you come out? Na Leicester, na Hastings,
I Gloucester.
na Gloucester. Huh?
And the only crew who come on Kuta Road. Oh, you not cool or no? Oh, you not cool or no?
Famous come up Kuta Road. I can come up Kuta Road.
Yeah. Well, famous actually have been Barrick Street. It was just closer to Kuta Road.
Yeah, well, all of that.
Tamba B na Kuta Road.
Tamba B, yes.
Tamba B na Kuta Road, babo.
Yeah, you know. Yes, alone.
I tell you, Papa. We only gone for una manzu.
I know, man. I don't do well, man. When I do well, now all that going for me.
We try.
I don't do well, man.
We try. When I pave the way for us, so what can we do?
Manzu play music for Uber. Yeah, big plan music for big place.
Ozan, boy, you Alan call and say, Alan, now me na this how I come out right now. I need a made.
Okay, plan. Yeah.
I'm gonna go plan. I know they will say
sound system.
Before I go play, I'm better. I know they not go.
Okay, yeah, because family and please, when I share the video at any time from now, we go start the program. Please, so we encourage you for me to share video. Please, when I share the video, please, for me. This also come out.
Yeah.
Ça come out.
Yeah, one of those side come out. No family and tell you side come out. All them pose and tell you side come out. We come from beginning of background. Because me, I don't know, most of food is
listen,
most of, no, what I tell was most of food is celebrated.
No
talk to no more. We're not born midterms. So now, don't send 2% of we don't send 0.something% of when I born midterm. But some of we really come on that wood. Well, nobody expects say they like today. They go up show. Look at Wahid fresh. You know what we say, Wahid?
Baba, come on.
Because you don't watch my watch your video on YouTube. I say, who's going to play it? I go to this video so.
That's a moon I can provoke creativity, but we don't discuss the issues that will come for.
God bless you.
Yeah, I think I'll wait for one more person. But the problem is gonna wait for either Abizzy for join we, right? This is general for join we.
Yeah.
Come on board.
As Mama Jalo basically try to connect.
After this one, we will start. DJ basically on board now.
Yeah, man.
Mama Jalo. DJ base name no self from center back to base.
I am yours truly, Mama Jalo. I am yours truly, Mama Jalo. DJ base from base to center, from center back to base.
Yes, Shaba, you get me?
Yeah, and it gets more. I need to see you. So check, Roma. You see inside the camera. Come back now. You're on mute.
Okay.
Yes, we don't see live and direct. Okay. The man himself. That play. Welcome, sir.
You see me?
Mr. Mama Danjalo.
Yeah, man. So how are you?
How you do, sir?
Praise God.
How the time? How you do?
Praise God.
Manzuna, this particular music, I got some big money from this music. If not, you guys are for the
I got
from base to center, sir.
Yeah, Wahid, how are you?
I'm good. How are you too, sir?
I praise God.
Thank God.
Yes, welcome, gentlemen.
I think we can start now.
Yes, really appreciate you now. We encourage our family for people this video, please. How can start first? We know how we come out, we know when our stars they will not do a lot getting into play. That's for make fun. That before we go direct to the top. Also, Manzu introduce it.
Talk loud, Shaba.
Yeah, you get me?
Yeah, talk loud, yeah. Cause you break, like you break.
Okay, now they get me?
Yes, we can close out.
Yeah, they get you now, yeah.
They get you now,
okay, okay. Manzo, you can go ahead, make we start. How can do the phone, and then we come to the topic.
Well, first of all, viewers out there, Salon, America, Canada, England, any Southside day, we'll tell you Kushe Kabo. Of course, within the program, the moderator, me, I got in Shaba. Of course, we get Wahid, Omano Wahid now. See that the man the way B2C, if any for sensitization for the youth, them, we did for them.
Advocates.
Of course, when you talk about DJ bass, yeah. The man want to talk the history when DJ bass.
From center back to base.
I'm happy with it also today.
I'm yours truly, Mama Jajalo, DJ bass from base to center, from center back to base.
Thank you, Wahid.
So get them two gentlemen I would expect Minister General and Abizzy for join we. But so far, we will start the program. In Fambolem, this program we can discuss about music and politics. Not to anything with the endanger we, or not anything to go endanger the country. Not to wait for make at least we'll get the way forward. Because we know say people in the listen to we, youth in the listen to we, whatever advice we give them, then go ready for listen to your advice for make that country they move forward. You see, and the reason why we call this program, now the recent thing we see they go now with country. The recent thing, we whether now will not like how things they run, how things they go. You understand? Not like we support this party or they support this party, but whatever that happen, we need for come as a country, need for come as a people, make we move on. You understand? We need for move on, but how that get for be now with dialogue. We understand each other and move on. So today, but before we come by talk anything, we'll collect for start time in a very usual way. I will start with Wahid. Wahid, you got any special moment in your life, your career, by music business? When it's fun, it's been so fun and it's so challenging. One may share it with.
Yeah, I think there are so many highlights. But if I go share one fun with Tuna, I think I go share the one with DJ Bass, where DJ Bass involved. Perhaps even DJ Bass not go know this one. That's why they make a true confession today. I remember when I was a very young boy, then they wouldn't say DJ Bass to go interview you, bro. If you not take tell, you the piece by yourself. Because when Bass they interview you, it's either you make your career or you break your career. Then when DJ Bass interview you, where you pass, your career don't make. When you fail DJ Bass in interview, you don't. Forget about music now. You know the days then why they talk Manzu.
I know.
Yes.
You make me remember.
I hope say not to, but Tinden.
That was the very first day we. Then telling the way Bass call you say the interview, you did not have you better all the well. Because we don't see and listen to people the way we get so much respect, people with so much intellect and integrity. We basically handle the media because Bass is all about the truth. So when they call me, say today I want to interview you, that you songs like that. But I saw me belly, you know, say you and them get that small waiting room where you go sit down first. Take Bass ready for you, you go. Yeah, that's it.
Call the bang.
Call they blow you. Now then 10, 12 if they come on. So by then 11 you don't wait. When Bass finally called me, I saw at the now. You know, I was a young man, 2006. Then said the man really steen and they make hits. You know, but I've been no say that was the make or break of my career. So when the Weebase called me now, so I didn't have, I'm not sure say even Weebase notice, but I did panic where we'll go inside and NBC say not afraid, say I'm not my program. I said I didn't afraid, sir. You know, but at the end of the day, I think that is not the me make party, because the interview it reach a point where I say, may I just anything they ask me, I talk the truth, you know. And they ask me about the album, how we come about. So I tell her how I joined the Bodyguard Studio, tell her how we were colleagues, you know, with Bone Dada, Emerson, the late Shine, the Godson, you know, and how the album came about from the and you know, once the first two questions that we asked me, I find out say the rest of the interview was just conversation. We started talking, and from that day, me and Bass be party. I know one day give Bass money for playing in music, but any music where I pull. In fact, if I not call her in, they call me. They say elect me kind of music where they sing. That kind of positive. And we always stay up till date where they tell you, so me and DJ Bass, we are friends, you know. And that was that one I one brothers, yes, of course, brothers. That'll be just one interesting when I'm in career away. I'm glad you are sharing today we Bass it up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, we come to DJ Bass for making himself share one moment with we throughout saying career when I've been fun to and challenging to her too.
Well, I guess so many, and I'd say I'll take from Usai, Wahid don't start when I start this movement, and one of the best moment for give people the opportunity for able to express themselves, who I feel good about, and not only Wahid, a lot of people when I've been there, UN and up till now, giving them the voice. So, and one happiest moment in my life, because a lot of people like how Wahid say. What's DJ Bass interview? What's DJ Bass talk with you? It goes a long way, and I believe so. And like how I'd say, me and Manuel, I know a lot of people are able to study people. By that I mean, like you mentioned, when I've been there, UN, some people and before I interview first, at the care going inside our room, the place so cold that I didn't go sit down for so. Then I like half a color for massage you first.
Massage you first. Yeah.
And I not say. A lot of people in with the fear for, kind of interview. In fact, some people in like how I say, before I interview, they go say, "What's question they ask me? Which kind of question, you know?"
Wow, I know hot.
Like in the afraid, including you, the man, Joseph, Seabolt and all.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people, big man, the minister. In fact, sometimes you get some big people that working called ministers, and then go say, I'm not going to program. You get so much question they ask, or maybe people go ask certain question, but you will find out, say, maybe that interview, they reflect me. At the first, you go afraid, but when you don't start the interview, I get questions the way, or go the rhyme, so they ask you to enjoy the interview, so you go just flow at the end. So maybe I go relate down it to me. Sometimes a lot of people see me facially, they see me like somebody with difficult for deal with. I know they laugh too much, I know they smile too much, but when you can close that to me, you go find out, this is not some easy person. So the challenging moments now, the kind of job what they do, of course, with the vibes what they give, very challenging, sometimes political vibes, awareness. So I don't get a lot of humiliations maybe from politicians where, I make people and get sense, you know, so maybe I'll stop there for now.
Well, thank you so much.
Before I can, in fact, Manzo, I got one joke from here.
Yes, I forgot I one count. So you said you have for Gui joke, Gui.
Yes, but you know that joke. But before I can to that joke, DJ Bass, like how many me on a border, it's like a brother to me. From where I left Salon, I go out to the country. But anytime I go to Salon, I call Bass. Bass I don't come visit and that same next day where I reach this direction. I can tell me guys now, look and look interview. And this particular topic people on also. And this particular topic is not even 10 years ago, long time ago. How can I really talk about the country, how the country, the music, all that stuff and it. So this particular program was started a long time ago. Anytime I go Salon, I call Bass, I don't come and say, Shabba, can I get you? When we don't do the interview done, the next thing, Bass can say, Shabba, I'm beginning of a company. And Bass will just do force. Oh, be on 2 hours, and then I give you the 10 money before you can. So it's like a brother to me, not one day the problem. Number one. Number two, I don't say Bass not go forget. There was the show they invite me in London. Me, Bass, and Emerson.
Yeah, you're right.
So, name it in London, Bass comes me. People of MRC will come. But the person will do the show. That's the person who not the nonsense, not the somebody where they advocate for the youth system and the country. So this guy, this young guy, decided to do a show. Actually, Emerson just put yesterday with the past day.
Correct.
Well, so we don't know say the Southside show will take place. That same building the APC they get enhance.
A Brixton.
We don't ever know. So now the day for the show now, people play call me. You know outside the show that be. Now I say that so side. I say, so there's also that particular building the way they show this so APC they get show that particular same building there. I was waiting. You understand? So okay, well, what can happen by the show? APC in a man then. You understand? They cannot do now. So anybody inside a siren and the way they see the color of the building, and they say, yeah, that is shoot.
Exactly.
So they direct them. They direct anybody. So the show was packed. We don't get any confrontation with them. The show was packed. So we can the all now. The building now. But up to the same entrance. Their own entrance they like
like a triangle building.
Exactly, triangle, yes.
Go on this other side and do the other streets. Really on the other streets.
Yeah, so
that show the main sign now.
Yeah, so
and if we reduce the price of the show, we dominate win also.
Exactly. Once the business like Emerson, and that's the Emerson just yesterday we are African model are all in now. Although you see tension in that book, you play the go inside, you figure you play the confused. National rights. National concept, national concept, national rights. Well, what's so good? People in the kind of show, but the crowd will say peaceful. You have organized actually for not better. You know, like I said, the person who organized the show, not to possibly APC or whatever, possibly advocate for peace and
young people. You're right.
Who are the show? You know, where must you ever perform now? Daniel not be the move. Nobody the guy's side. You understand? So this was the MC, BTG, you understand? The MRC performance was a nice performance. Then after the show now, before the wake up, I don't have people that come. But it was not because people benefit, people benefit, you know, really something will happen. Because of the way you see that the same building, the show, you understand it, and a lot of people they come for the show. But because of their other APC people like the outside, the directors say, oh, Ayana, then people they laugh for them. But this is Alomasi, now they show it. So all my women they to study must be right. They don't have to. So they will go perform all that stuff. Go perform, but the show was nice. Last time we have forever, maybe we kind of scared small. You know what I mean? Because maybe the tension, something will go on. You know what I mean? But everything will end. Not to this.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
In fact, before Shaba and talking about artists, Chema B, they also then being performed for the APC side.
Yes.
Chema B in London at that time.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Mr. Get one before we come. This happened the time me and Seabolt. The say we not pull album it safe. We not pull album it. Now go perform in Lagunda. But it's real Lagunda about Lagunda shake. Everybody shake your body. Now we go perform. We not pull album it so they say everybody shake your body. Be in there like then demo like. You understand? As I been do that first beat day. So all on perform and done, man, I don't skill the place. Man tire, people self tire. So now we go na the bar, outside in the sell drinks at the bar. When we go there, now I tell the guy pull money in my pocket. I say, man, get cold water. Then the guy say, my woman in the cell now, the water no kite. I said, look water there under. If you see the cell water give people now. But what the guy will try for avoid because a lot of customers in there. So you know one like folk win artists and then nothing. Say one satisfy the customer. Then I say Sam, man just I beg you, boy. No man, make 9 what's money in the day now? You are selling now. Don't force car. Look, they can sell the other people and force. Who don't force car? So the guy still only sing. I'm Sibolt Seman's no go na the platform, but no go ding. Well, logo wibo. All around come in, look at the tree. Where makes Sibolt say logo go? You know, say Lagunda lentene, and then Bowser then getting karate man there. I don't know if you remember, I said karate man.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That is
the security guy there.
Hmm?
So one of the security there, he had one fancy bolt. They say no logo, but they go. So now I stop. Why they can't chocolate now? About the guy choke Seabolt so now she go Seabolt give pass. About what the guy what Seabolt duck that guy sweep the guy for them back. You know Seabolt been dry. The guy that karate man so big. What the guy go boom and then I be the I don't forget his name. Then I be the boss. But what the guy for them? Bobo hey the rush Seabolt that come for camp block. Me or Mitiko for na go bap. Seabolt gosh, but them beat Seabolt, them beat me, them beat you like babu. What I say? We're gonna host me, mama. Where the church Seabolt make the team for now. Where the church Seabolt, they say, mama, me I did die. Mama, me I did die. I'm gonna forget a bit Seabolt and give me and Seabolt. So I mean, really fun and challenging time for we then tell them day. Anyway, Shaba, I feel say I will let this part now for me to come to something else.
Yes, Fambula, before we just lost Wahid. Wahid will join me later and other artists them. So please will encourage you now make a share them. DJ Bass, you know, man we don't elements.
It break, come before
soon. Yeah.
Yes, you get me. So
talk louder. You still
right now we see so many things that really happen in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So, we come up with this program, get so many artists that we get on the line, we get other artists back. We don't bring on this platform, everybody that don't share their own ideas. Within for right now, how you assess the industry before?
Me,
yes, please.
Okay. Well, for now, I see the industry dead, and no music thing that they go on again, and not so now. Before now, even we know the impact of music with the creating a salon, and before 5-10 years back, we know how much impact music don't change the lives of people. Music don't change things at the country, but of late things don't change because what me observe personally is like politicians don't interfere and involve the musicians, and so the trend don't change. Either maybe I look at like how the newspaper or the journalists and they, for example, gets media people, journalists, and also way politicians don't take them away. Maybe politicians go to sponsor them, then paper them, the house, the media houses them. So then you not get the independence to media houses for do their job, for represent the people. And the same goes to the musicians. The musicians, they know, I mean, I don't know whether because they don't get money, they don't make money from the music, or the music not they sell, or because of this social media, we don't kind of you go get artists we maybe go doing music before in the mara, like first away, social media not been there. You must go to a radio station for promoting music. Now, somebody go just sit on one corner or one host doing song, then you see it's sent as audio on social media before you demand. Sometimes not go even launch them out safe. You don't go all over. So the trend don't change in two ways. One, the politicians don't take some of the musicians their way, maybe because of money, because they're not able to go to studio and all. So they're able to sing good music for the people. One, music will change the lives of the people. Music will create awareness. I know call artists their name, but why now one person way, then we get that thing, and we talk about Bodyguard Studio first time. You get people in a Bodyguard Studio, bring back conscious music. I know they call names, but why you know what I talk about? One of their songs
sure.
You mentioned, sing the way they make, that music that creates a lot of impact way because of some of the promotion make. Maybe they use that music there on UN radio, Basket, one program they do, Agogo. Onto, I think presently 79 and that program they've been go SLBC way, then still they use that music there. And I don't think they'll go make we country and all that kind of stuff. So basically, music don't die in a salon. If you look of late, we get more concentration and like more Nigerian and foreign music them, more than we own music them. First we talk about Studio J, talk about Bodyguard, talk about the other studio them. They help a lot, but of late now, the trend on different. Musicians enable sing again for the people. Politicians and non-tech musician them who then go overseas. We then go look at then at this party. They are back government go come, you get your own musician them. The musician, they are the artists, and they look for outside for survive. This go say, well, they were in Canada, they want them to support. Well, local, this party go. So music na salo again not look better because go back na Sierra Leone like today. Which music would say they hit the country? None. Most of the music that people they listen to now foreign music, Nigerian music, and some of we salon artists then either then collaborate with Nigerian artists or foreign artists, then forget the taste of waiting people they want, or then sing the Nigerian way or the foreign way, not even they reflect back we own culture, the way we talk about real salon music way people they sing before. Talk about like the Manzu, then the kind of music they sing, and again, the link to Nigerian feeling. But if you look now, the music they're in a salon, most of the flow, the Nigerian flow or Nigerian beating. So music don't die in a salon. Artists, they know the whole thing self, they don't get a union because a lot of people got good me like from where you get collabo as the head. I don't know what's in the happen. In still not the head. What's in the happen? Some artists like I say don't join politics. So the whole thing just gets scattered. These artists go come, then go support this government. Nobody stands for the people again. Like I say again, the same thing goes to like the journalists or the media houses. So politics don't enter the music, so it's a problem. For now, for me, because now we can never promote salon music, good. And again, the thing that happened that even if the real artisans sing the Sierra Leone culture, like them, so he condemned them, then artists and they will get the real Gumbe beats them. The salon people don't even go for the music and they again self. They don't even say as music. So until we begin revive Dandy back and keep Dandy, deviate from the political movement for the politician and they get into the movement, not for sing, keep the artists and quiet. Like I say, also goes to the media. So I not see music business. I not see that life day again in Sierra Leone because back home, which music you go say they hits the country way now Sierra Leone music? You tell me. So I'll stop there for now.
Okay, before go to politics, Wahid, you have about to on what's in DJ Bass. They talk about the industry, how the industry, all right?
Yeah, I think if one person know about the industry, I think DJ Bass they in a better position for talk because based on a single person, now one single person you could accredit the promotion of salon music for bring and come to the highest peak. DJ Bass now one person we it gets the widest listenership. I think one of the only DJs that they even listen to abroad, both home and abroad, and because there's so many international jingles them from artists that we in Sierra Leone and non-artists in Sierra Leone, we don't make jingle for bass. And bass singularly, you understand, it being responsible for great songs them because we get categories of songs. We get hit songs, we get good songs, and then we have great songs. DJ Bass now one of the artists then they highlight great songs. Any music with DJ Bass begin promote. Trust me, they become one of the greatest songs in the country. We get plenty for names. So I believe say the pain way they talk with so now based on the fact say they don't do a lot for put salon music usai a day where they can't do so they like today. Based on one person, we get the right for chastise some of we get the right for really talk to we very strongly because it not go just they talk, it don't promote a lot. So I feel say we are guilty to be honest for number of reasons. Some of them we don't highlight. And I think say because the first way for let you correct a mistake is to accept for say the mistake exists, and we'll not go say yeah we will pull we 8 day because we're all in it. I am very still active into the music, I think waiting salon music we actually stand for. People will think say now the boom boom and the beat and the jump, what I mean, with the foreign music, them, especially the Nigerian music, people been feeling that make people they run to the Nigerian music and left the salon music. So waiting happen. Instead of we go to the table and look at waiting, we they draw people to salon music. We not look at that. We jump and begin follow the beats and no message. Salon music be unique for one thing, because we now a music with message. That is why, as Bass rightly put on, Bodyguard now been one of the most outstanding studio, and we produce the biggest artists there. Una know the names there. Why they talk about now? Because we be message based, whether it's a political song, whether it's a social commentary song, whether it's a religious song, even if not a love song, we make sure say we give a sober message. So Sierra Leoneans, they may vibe with that. Now, one thing people we not understand now that what they expect from bass, not only they expect from you, Shaba. There are certain times when I want to listen to music, you understand. I remember the days of Brookfield Hotel, where I want to use the music to dancehall, music with the issue in chair. You understand? I they go friend you, Shaba. When I want to listen to conscious music, you understand? I they go friend bass, I they tune to bass. But when bass begin play, waiting you they play, you find out say another reason again for listening. When bass begin play, waiting you they play, you find out say another reason again for listening to DJ bass. So now that one day happen, we not understand say the reason why salon music we much acted, what it makes salon music excelled. Now that interesting story, then we manzu them in the pool. Then when the salon music, they make and way, then tell them funny story. You understand? Then one the way that they search them in the pool. Then one the way we be the pool. Now that one day, once we left the message and we joined by the sober beat, we cannot match the Nigerians by that one day, because now so they establish the industry, now so people accept them for. So we left within the acceptor we begin body. And now in terms of production and other things, we not get the money. They're thankful to people like Good Luck Jonathan, who invested a lot into the industry. And some went to Nigeria, learn and all that. We not get that opportunity to date. You understand? So we cannot compete in terms of production and the sound. But what thing we get to people in the listing now, because we are so much involved in national development. You find out say we involved by waiting they happen now the country. Now we they look up to for let we solve a certain situation. And once we stop playing that role, like we basically say politicians then begin enter. As we left for begin play their role, and the people then say, you know what, if not the musical not they play, why we not go listen to the one the way they make them better personal? So that is why people begin for abandon the salon music and go. And few people and we stick to making message. Now we were challenged with following the trend, since even Sierra Leone now foreign music that we consume. We therefore follow the trend now and try for fuse those messages of ours. If you listen to Amen is a very example of what they talk. Now for maintain your message-based kind of music and fuse into the modern beats where they happen, we are also faced with that kind of challenge, because salon, we are more used to the zouk, relaxed music where people will enjoy. You understand, manzu, and with all man I know what they talk. So now we are faced with like Abizzy, then going to Nigeria for go blend with the Nigerians, therefore use them beats for put we on. We're coming from different backgrounds, not to the same culture. You understand? So all of those things then challenge we, and we are all guilty. Some of you will try for still say, no, do and this way, and I make you do songs like Amen. We're an example for the people that know say that this missing, but I'm not gonna pull weird. We are all guilty, and you guys are right for say whatever they say. We just hope that going forward, we go able for control them and let the younger ones then learn from some of us. We're not perfect now, we all make the mistake, but at least we try. Let them learn for some of us and listen to some of the things that we share on their platform there. So that we go make a music where they come off from home. You cannot export another country's products. If you want export, you get for export your own culture and what thing they come out. That is why, and there's a song where I release Level Up. If you actually listen to Level Up, I say if we infuse with local content, you know, and we culture into what thing we do, then you don't level up. Therefore, there is no local content now in the sell. If you want to go international for go sell, now waiting salon go able offer, because international already get their international. They are not interested. One thing I keep telling people, and especially the DJs, I say people in the country Leone for eat, sleep, drink, and listen to salon music. And once they get to the airport, then Talek say in other country than they based on the music when they listen. Now, in terms of tourism, nobody wants to come to Sierra Leone for that reason. We're posting Kamuna greeting at the airport with salon music, no matter how it is. Then if we all begin play and the exhaust, and we go no say we need for make and better. And that is where the politics will come inside. Because again, there is a fine line between governments trying to make an already institution where they create employment for young people and better. It don't mean say because it's government's responsibility for making institution better, means say we for go work for them. There's a difference between working with the government and working for the government. Now, most musicians mistake that and started working for the government, and the people say, look, they're not sober. Because now una would expect for tell you what they go on and listen to, and now una tell like say una all part of the government. I think that is the whole long and short of the story.
Very, very important thing now you talk so very, very you narrate them well, so well. But a lot of people will get a different perspective of what you talk so. I talked to a DJ, I know call a name, instead of give you own story. I'm not gonna mention that now because we'll go for not a DJ but producer. We'll go for instead of make salon beat, we'll go for invite and sometime there or make anyway, my family if not the list we just get Abizzy at the line and Abizzy self and person
Oh, Abizzy, what's up, man? Abizzy.
Young old fan, salon music. You understand? Before ever we come to Abizzy, I'm not DJ Besu. I want to say Shaba wants to say anything.
Yes, I'm just want to welcome Abizzy back. I don't know if Abizzy gave for Buttress quick to what's in DJ Bass and Wahid don't say about the industry. Because DJ Bass say young contribution.
Before you I go let follow you ask the question again because I kind of like just feeling Usai, my brother Wahid really talk. You understand?
Ask me say what do you think about the industry right now? What do you think about the industry?
Right now, to be honest,
your voice when I get you Abizzy. Abizzy, when I get you. Abizzy. Abi.
I will check your sound. Okay.
There was a time.
Oh, Abi.
It's when Sierra Leone music.
Abizzy.
Be connected at the musical pull up, please. Maybe at the musical connector.
Abi, when I hear you, when I get you, when I get you.
When I hear me now?
Yes.
You know. So start over again. Start over.
I'm sorry, guys. I say for buttress to waiting why be the say and the question you say about industry. For me personally, I don't feel Sierra Leone get industry right now. You know, I think say due to the time like the legendary bass, legendary Wahid. I call them legendary because these were the people where I remember there was a time, you know, like early would I made a follow music na salon. I make this Nigeria thing where we talk about so Nigeria man then begin for listen to Sierra Leonean music before even their own music. The only thing they play in Nigeria was gospel. You understand, eh? Gospel was a Nigerian thing for Sierra Leone music. 9 people they made listen to. There was a time where when I say industry in a salon, when I say bass they come, I like not 12 o'clock. I like not 1 o'clock. You get people and they stay up just for listening. Okay, we get avenues the way we know say okay that music we don't go record in a studio. If we don't go spend 32 hours on recording an album, we know say we get 1 or 2 people that we go buy them and not day again. You understand, eh? So in that route, there's no industry. And when you talk about the sounds, like Wahid say, we I think we misfocus on the sound of Sierra Leone, like how the Ghanaians them. Now you make inside West Africa, the two people where they compete is the Ghanaians and the Nigerians. Now then they compete because then stick on their sound. But we're too late because every 10 years we are talking about new picking that unborn that don't reach that age the way they feel say you know, they're able to do mama and papa business. You understand, eh? So every 10 years things change. Okay, the fans the way grew up with Wahid, the fans the way me they listen to bass. These people are grown people now. They not get that time there for Sidom 12. You know what I mean? So we did like 30 years behind when it comes to the music entertainment. You know what I mean? And the sound way I feel like say for don't take we good and we still get chance is the boo boo sound. The boo boo sound. If you watch, I just released a song for the first time in my life without no collaborations and nothing like that. Omole like a boo boo song. Right now, by the ending of this month, it'll be nominated for Hip TV Countdown. Okay, when a typical salon sound. Now I get man in Nigeria, I get man in out of Zambia will call me, what is Omole? What is Omole? What is Omole? You know, and me, now like I go say, now I force myself into that kind of sound, listen, because you get to understand, me now, man, now I grow up, you know what I mean, do to one or two things, I go there, but when I begin to see certain things, I get for change 1-2 things in my ground because music is a learning process. You understand it? But you see that sounding, if we for me all that sounding and take it to that level, trust and believe me, man, if I don't be bigger than what it is right now, because I think say what you would be missing, it's that curiosity for the next nationality. Because everybody they trend, everybody wants sound like this the same. But what about if you count? You see, I'm Sidiki Jibate. Sidiki, anytime we sing, they must put that Gambian or that Senegalese, you understand, eh? That significant sound where people go so eager for. But we now in Sierra Leone, we're not able to keep to one thing because of the mindset of our people is already brainwashed. It's already brainwashed. So for now, that's what me going on now for now.
Yeah, Chaba, before you come in, I just want to talk about 2 things where I feel say get very, very good points. The very first thing I want to talk about, Emeka, I want to talk back within this producer say. I feel say if I call him in over anyway. The name Young Lee. I say Manzo, I'll tell you something to happen. What's a bit talk so about sound. He say, you see, Boku musician day. He said the musician don't always be sing. Now Boku. He said, but who they make beats with well bad. He said, now no green move. He said, salon the producer, they tell the when it can change. He say the salon people, the salon producer, they no green move from that point to one and to another point. He said, we begin going a bad name. Say that not be sing again. He said, into your own point of view, in feel to say, now then the producer and let me get the problem. Where people begin say, salon musician not be sing again. Kind of one. Another thing what Abizzy talk about Boo Boo. I meet with 2 people in my life with them produce something and play music for me. The very first one, Charles Shostrov. Another one, we call him Buba, a Guinean, be sound engineer, something about yeah. Charles Shostrov, the very first time Charles Shostrov, you get Boo Boo. You know, some sound. You say, wow, what is that? Man, I like it. Charles begin fall for. He said this kind of music here, now virgin music. You know, the non-sign of the world. That was the word Charles also used. Said this is virgin music. Nobody no church it. They say, where am I going to work out with some through that? By then we in America. Okay, for America, we'll play the song now in America. One song we go play away, we go make it because Yanaba. I don't know if you remember that song.
Yeah, of course I do.
Nice.
Okay, we play that song, we go on free song. We fans them. We people out there now, we know the top. Manzo avec Civil would expect in Ghana so big basket business. They will pull out from them. Boo again. I swear to God. You understand? Eh? Like me, I've been getting the courage. I tell Sibot, I say me for fashion this year. Sibot said, no Manzo, just go for voting people and want this and that. This and that. I say Sibot, Salomon Sabi oppose your strength. No, go ahead. Now forget about that Sunday. We begin promoting that song. Inside that 1, 2, 3 months day, we don't know how that song they grab for himself. We don't spend 1 money per them. Then begin the plan now them by them, now poda. It's back. You understand? Eh? that shows you something that Sibu will show they tell you. So like what in Abizzy just say, I think we'll get points and of say we'll miss your identity. I think best himself talk on that. We'll miss something. You understand? And the one that will make beats, when internet can begin available, according to the Youngly now, internet can begin available now. They begin see how other people and they make the music Nigeria and they make so man then begin say okay, no, do this and mention LXG. They said that will make LXG blow. So because LXG now then into the computing world, like they into the internet, the type of sweet thing will happen. LXG count something, of course, a blow. You understand kind of stuff. Then they said then they're not challenging where a bit to say the industry being get after where salon people they don't begin, they go on the internet, they chat on the internet, then begin look and now say what you get is not good. And with the producer now, Noble meet up to Nigerian standard. They say, guess what will happen now? They want them down to get bow, down to get club now, restaurant now, for make them drink and they sell, for make people and sweat. They said the manager they tell you, straight off, and now Nigerian music is spark now, not for play.
General Mansour, I can say one thing before you trust. Let me one thing for me. Like I say, some of we, the core musician, they're like Big Brother bass. You know what I mean? I got his Shaba, my brother Wahid now, even you. You know, some man can just feel to this AB or like you say, you call me AB. You know what I mean? You don't name anybody will call me AB for them. No say, you know what I mean? You know, I can tell some of these cats and I say, listen, guys, I don't know who don't fetch for salon music. If salon music play America, me, I know what I do personally. You understand? You know what I mean? And I'll tell you, it's the sound, okay? Even we brother Youngly, okay? Where they talk about sound now. He's for me, he's one of the best Sierra Leonean engineers that will get in Sierra Leone. But he not get no choice right now, but for trend with what's in the play. He not get no choice. Wahid go testify to that.
Yeah, I think that there say now. I think another thing of the struggle again is to make music now because we want to go back to waiting we don't use for Gisa alone and expect. But the challenge there is blending that with what is trending because you cannot avoid the trend. You know, but if we don't uphold waiting we get, we just don't move with the trend. But now we're coming back for can't take what we get, we don't left behind. And match the trend we will not kind of use. So it's a bit difficult.
Before I come to DJ Bass, yes, because putting the busy the talk, you know, the matter of fact, some of they like I mean as scouts. But I know say man the talk like why do you know me now, man? You know me.
Of course.
Like I don't talk, I watch music, I watch artists then. But the pushful when it comes to artists then. I don't know about Salon. Abizzy is one of the artists with very, very pushful.
Yeah.
Very, very pushful. Even if the music where you don't like, it will push them for make you like the music. And one of the I mean, I don't want to tell her. For me, I sit down and observe and watch because you know some of we if they push artists there because me don't get I didn't know. I don't get a lot of bad
I know, right?
Lot of bad name now, a lot of bad name with artists. You understand? But when it comes to pushful, it's America. It is that one of the hottest artists, very, very pushful. You don't need for wait for me. You don't need for wait for man. You push yourself. That's why I love Abizzy for that particular EM. Now, guys, let us come to politics. DJ Bass, you don't think to this music and politics. Now with the same thing happy now, musicians they make the quality. Time. You not think say there's a consequence you for affected arts there when they need some of them need to politics full time?
Well, it already affects the Shaba because like I mentioned earlier on, you get some artists then we go to with one particular government during certain time, then you know hide. You will see them say party X now the artists than this way, maybe they go support them, care then go overseas. Left other people them, you get certain political party back who go come, then say if you go get other artists they will go tell you say, well, and see Danny them sing for Danny. It's split. Wahid care good me with Andy. Instead, alone, I get certain political party, certain artists or musicians we go sing for this party. Good for, like you mentioned, work for them and work with them. It's two different things.
It is.
You can work with them. That is for create the awareness and make the people enjoy the music. But working for them, support them, and reject within, because media look the artists and also, like I mentioned, also the DJs or media people, they go to that is therefore be independent, sing and not take sides. But the politics don't well dandy. And the politicians, they know the strength and the power way the artists are getting. You know, music na life, music na power. We know people like Emerson, how much in music and vibes gets for influence people. So other artists and they way, their vibes are really strong. But when politicians come, they find some of the artists the way they know say, then get voice, then they influence people and mute them. So it don't bug there already, and then it affect the industry as a whole. So now even way artists and the neutral way, you get some artists that way no mix. We don't have no political party, we don't support no political party. But again, the kind of country of the trend, they can mention also like the media houses. You get some artists, you know, get money, no nothing. Sometimes politicians take they sell a sponsor you one song for sing for with government. Again, sometimes 1, 5, 10 million. We sometimes don't see how many years you know get, or go sit down for the next 5, 10 years you know get. So obviously get for but slick for that party the way they forget to the loss integrity. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people with the music in the influence, like I mentioned, Wahid there, Emerson there, the vibes and the comments, they then get a strong message to people where they influence people, they move people, can even change government safe. But you got good me, Wahid got good me say, all the political parties, they know they all get the artists, they all get the musicians there. And the saddest part of it, they all don't take more strong artists and musicians who get influence and then vibes and very strong. So it's difficult. I also they reflect to we the DJs them also. How we go come about? You get some DJ that will go promote certain artists that will sing for certain government. You get some DJs that way no go promote them. So you see the whole thing don't get mixed up. The artists they go the DJs. So politics don't mess up the whole stuff.
Yes. Now we don't go back to
Wahid.
Yeah. I think Base just touched the point. Like I say, make I just go inside small where they say there's a fine line between working with the government and working for the government. Like for example, when the then president, former president Anis Nkrumah in government be in power, it came with the free healthcare initiative. Me and some of my other colleagues then, we work with Save the Children on number of tours, district tours, for promote the free healthcare. We will be look at specifically the Mami and Pikin body business, because most of the time then they especially upline, some of the hospitals and the people that not be able to access the drugs, you know, come rather and not be then get certain things them. So we need for the travel and make the people they understand say then drug they are free, then no doctor no sell good, and make the doctors they understand say not them right and responsibility. Because sometimes the people that complain when they go to the hospital, they drop them. You know, we go around the country, we promote that one day. It was a free healthcare initiative where not being the former president, but yes, the people were the beneficiaries. So we go for make sure say the people they actually benefit. So that was working with the government on a government initiative,
very good.
But for make the people become a beneficiary. It just started like when President Madabio came with the free education project. You see, we all sing music, we all support. You see, a lot of musicians, including ourselves, we support the government. We work with the government for make sure, say, the people in the school benefit from the free education for popularize, because it's a good thing where now the people and the benefits, you understand. But we know they do the government then bidding for make the government benefit. That now their own job for campaign and do them politics. So now I make us say, if we understand that, and this is not just about musicians, professionals, like for instance, I mean, there are people we for just support government initiative when it comes to waiting the benefit the people. Like if you're in a police institution, if you're a musician, you know, if you're a media personnel, we suppose for being neutral. Now we suppose for like correct when things they go wrong. Now we for like that's how the music in Sierra Leone started. Now so base starts in journalism. We make based now one of the biggest people and we people that we so we rely on. When you tune to DJ bass, you get conscious time, awareness age. So I think we miss that point and begin do the politicians them bidding. So I think that one day make the people them, because what do you for know? We get two political parties. We get the APC and the SLPP. When once you vibe with the SLPP, you don't cut off the APC people behind you because they would not support you. And once you support the APC people, you don't cut off the SLPP behind you. They would not support you. And you need for be in that position when the term come for protect the country interest, make you get voice and face. I think that is what most artists don't lose, the voice and face. Because if you talk to them and say, but you belong yonder. So, and you they party. And so this is why we should be careful. Because salon, we own industry is different small. Nigeria, if you watch the not even mix too much, but we directly involved in national development. We directly involved when Ebola can now we the musicians then tin up. What come now we tin up. DJ Bass, we know now you be the preaching on radio. Now we tin up for make the world done. Even when Corona Day, now we back the tin up, mudslide now we are so involved in the day-to-day activities of the country. So we own dynamics is different. That makes Sierra Leone music and Sierra Leone musicians they're unique. But once you misunderstand that concept today and you start working for the politician, you lose that credibility. And now so the rest of the musicians and the rest of the industry, they go down with that. Because Salomon will sabi generalize pass. Say, but let me share left football. One great musician way go do something. Say, but let me go but another politics there. You will mix now. That is why I say I know they ever pull me in for anything. We are all guilty. Because when I make sure say base mention something, they talk about a union. Now we all job. You understand it? For make sure say we correct them. You know what I mean? So one way or the other we're guilty. We just hope say going forward, then platform they will create the awareness and let we begin for change things more.
Shaba, thank you, Mr. Wahid. Shaba, I think we'll learn something out today. First of all, if people are not joining this program, being artists or fans of music, everything, now we share this. Share the video. Share the video. Please share the video. Awareness. The two learn out today. Basis something, and Wahid Bots gets on that. Very good. You can. That means I will talk on that last week. But them make the point very clear. Like musicians can involve in politics. You understand? But a different way to work for politicians or political party than where basically what again work for them and
work with them or work for them.
Yes.
Or work
you understand the different.
You work with them because if you work with them now for let the country better.
For the country, but work
they
for
have
them
policies so that the country for work for them for promote their own agenda. That's not government. The agenda they benefit the people them we can work with them.
Yeah.
Some of the musicians now they support government now. When I listen to this, now we change your perspective. You understand? You can work, you can try for support government initiative that were very good where the populace the benefits. But for make the political party benefit, I think saying there are some things we all know say things that went wrong. You understand? So like I'm happy for this program, Mr. Bass, Mr. Wahid, of course, Abizzy, on a contribution make I feel so great for CS. People in the land from this program and who must get a solution. You understand? And before we go or before again, Shaba, say something. Maybe you want to ask another question.
Yeah. I remember last week when we host Innocence. Innocence make it clear. When they reach for politics, musicians and the kind of politics they play the role. But when election time not done, you go back now your corner. Go do your music thing and make it clear. And me believe say that's now so it will be. I don't know what you think, Abizzy.
This is my take, yeah. This is my take. You not DJ, you not show promoter, and you have bass here where like this is all he knows. Like I will tell on our people and literally my first ever song, you know what I mean? Where I do that with me and Super Large, Baby No Cry. Oh, no, wait, other two now, they put it in as me. For me, 12 to that 12 midnight to that 3, can you believe say people and they listen to that music? So if best not me stick to that script, say, for those ideas so today. I like this is what I believe in when it comes to entertainment. Where they say, hey, busy man, busy, you're not posting you the push. Why you dinner? We don't go meet up na tongue. Hey, busy not the change. Not like say politician and hit me up for music. Me they don't hit me up till they say, hey, busy, go try for see if you able to make one of your international friends them talk. One thing where I feel say Sierra Leonean artists, like where Wahid say, you need to take himself out of the equation. We all not because me one cannot get buffets for the rest. The other one then, what I mean? Because Wahid then first of all, now say when it comes to bad name, personally me know what you stand for. But when it comes to bad name, some of them they get bad name.
Yeah.
Because Salone, it took me a long time to understand Salone. You know what I mean? It took me a while. For like when they wake out, we'll go, you come back, say this is, understand self. Now way me back don't create me own wave. I understand. Yeah. But one time I tell me colleague there, Sierra Leone is not there yet for lay artists putting hand on politics. The day you think on politics, you are lucky one, you don't enter the business.
Abizzy, I guess what I got to anything for you. For this particular one.
You lose me now what
I know, man. Let me know you.
Mr. Bester, from where they can sound, you never see me come for a program because I know say I look the last way they make we brought a LJ versus Caudinero I've been to money. I did that. I mean at the kind of I they support all man. Base now I mean party
Exactly. You're right.
Adete, let me the beat, base guy bid. Ade, I'm not see some of this thing. Me, I'm not a politician. I get a slogan right now. I'm an artist, not a politician. I'm an artist. The day, we learn from the Nigerians and the Ghanaians. When I know I make Davido go all boom and support an uncle a politician in Nigeria. Now that's a valid reason for supporting the politician. I see a lot of people they touch politics and put under the 8 palm. Okay? I like people the way real. If me I'm a political artist, like way I know watch I think I catch up with the program we wanna interview Innocent. Innocent, the difference between Innocent and Emerson. Okay? Innocent he make and clear say me na APC picking. If na let them kill me now. But when politics turn on, okay? It is DNA. It is really nice music for Salone people. But let me tell you, Innocent will get so much hit songs. And they tell you that they dislocate problem, the shoulder, then the thing the way up on a Salone. That's the brother Innocent now will go make show in a national stadium. If I don't go make show because of it gets so much hit song. Me DJs then I am, my colleagues then go turn back. In Bemben go tell you say Salone get problem. So why make me for go put myself on politics? Emerson. Where we look at say this study, this are one of the kind of person where put together. Now we go say now we Salone two-face this. Right after the election, the people all man they say, oh, APC block Emerson for how many years? I mean the Salone. Let's say they block him for how many years? They not do show. They tell where SLPP win right before me. I see SLPP win and not reach 1 month. Wahid, Mr. Bass.
Yes, they're doing show.
And do show. Nobody not go there. I was there. Nobody.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something now. Nobody not go there. That was the break. If you say anything will affect any Salone artist, don't affect me because me I know the kind of we are the fetch for me brother every day. You understand? And I make her say, if Salone artists they know, look Ghana, look Ivory Coast. When I feel say then coupe de Cali artists then create they say DJ Drogba da. Salone, you call minister and them tape by song in you. Dondo in you. Where you go that book and pen and they tell you story. Guinea, where you call one person in name. Guinea, Shaba, you not person we don't travel Africa. You don't travel the world too. You understand? Guinea, where you call one person in name. Trust me, sometimes now one Benz, now one host and a you. How many people? The Leone star players them. God bless you now. Now sorry, then sorry for them. Then begin for plaster. Say, yeah, go take care of that because come on, man. So why make me for put me innocent, me struggle with 99% of we don't suffer on salon music. Manzo, now you dey take care of you. Now you dey manage yourself. Now you dey do all thing for yourself. Mindset. Wahid. Now you dey do all thing. No boutique, no then a salon go say, oh, why you get for go perform today? Now you get for show you gown. Why? You know what I mean? Eh? So at the end of the day, when Mr. Bass get in program, nobody not say, oh, this water coming in. Let we supply bass in program with water. There's no, this is the thing that I want Sierra Leone people to understand because me, I'm fortunate to see the big picture and we already in Aso, Manzu, now music make, you don't, how many salon people know the platform that you don't perform? Wahid, how many people know the kind platform where you don't perform? How many people know that a DJ Bass right now in the place? Shaba, if you know for me there, America, if you say salon people for they pay attention to you, this is what I'm telling Sierra Leoneans. Sierra Leone people don't care. Sierra Leone people do not care. Right now, you go get someone and say, ah, Wahid, look Wahid, ba, you know what I mean? In all time where they do the same kind of music. Salomon, that's Salomon. So where you go give them good reason? Where you go give them good reason now for say, oh, then therefore the country, 99% of the country is politics. Let nobody not lie to you. The one the way they didn't go tell you. Solomon let politics pass music, let can pass football, pass anything.
Before Abizzy,
that's this word. Me come to musician there.
Go ahead.
Don't make you name it because I go understand the one that we don't make name safe. But if you there, they struggle for make your name, you go put you go for talk about music because some of these cats don't even know what's in come with the for me a household name first. Now Alala na street. Before I say you go put your mouth on politics. Look base where they talk about politics na Sierra Leone. Base go tell you say not to all side get my waka because of this. Oh, now the base standing. What's it do Attila? So me come be musician, watch what you do if you want to be successful for this game.
Okay, before I come to this is just talks and like something just in a way saying waiting the politician, what's the artist and again for you call one politician name by the song for him something out of it. That's true. Even me when I was in Gambia, I'm not play political song and they do me show on radio, but the former president of Gambia, and they love me so much. Even Manzuki testified that. It's when I left Gambia finally, where I go England, the president go for Anes Baiko inauguration, he ambassador of Gambia and say, where is my son Shaba? You see him, tell him, send him go back Gambia, I'll go buy for him, make it play music because Gambians they love him. I was not playing politics. Another one politics. But if you sing about this particular party, you for you something out of it. DJ Bass, I would say the artists that focus on this politics. What's in them politicians that they don't bring at the table? We not get now we get sound system that we have from the private sectors, private investors that they can invest in. Let me say sound system first. You cannot con studio. You understand? I need to con auditorium. You understand? Now, what's in the politicians that come into the industry for can develop the industry? We will get so many artists and big names that will focus on politics. And of course, what that the rights to. Yeah, go ahead.
I wish me have been politician for answer that question. They share more.
I didn't tell you. But I think I don't know if I can just chip in.
Okay,
sorry, Bass. Go ahead.
But me not a politician. But what I say is, and like Abizzy say, I also know they talk about politics. And Abizzy, any say I want to go to Salona, they go. The people love me.
What I mean, Mr. Bass? What I mean? Not to cut you. What I mean? For you, it's different. But look, don't take them in that kind of way. You know what I mean? Look at the bigger picture. You get some man there. It's like when me one post, I go post certain thing, I don't realize the reaction. Like you get other people like you, we go begin for talk about certain man there. You understand? You know, say, oh, they don't go and use for Buffett. Look, Zengeli, where they say Zengeli miss penalty. That was party. You know what I mean? There's the mindset. You don't trust me. You've been there, done that. Okay. Saloma, you don't already get your grassroots man. So you already know, say, you talk good or you talk bad, or these people already don't know you for dandy. And make I say, the one day way they try for make the name, if they go put the name, if they go put them much on politics, I like you don't enter.
Okay. Now going back to the issue about Shaba, where Shaba say within the politician in Andu, like I say, I wish, but me not a politician. But what's my opinion on that is, the artists them I go put them because of the unity or not there amongst them, then they self don't help for the politician they will enter them. Because if them get that unity, because what they see, I know it's be specific, like the past government doing APC, we all go remember, you may get a committee, then set them up, Wahid go a good meet and be say, then go make the Piracy Act so that they not go pirate people their music, because the musicians, they may find out, so that'll be one reason we they unbug them, they not pirate their music, because you go on the street before the man, Salon music, they all, then they sell them, then they pirate Nigerian music way, not they even help for promote Salon music. Well, Piracy Act. Now, once you them be maybe think safe, the last government be focused on good for be help the artists, but sometimes maybe it's political because I don't see it take any effect. And at the same time, I not even see the artists or the people who believe in the union, or with all due respect, people like Jimmy B, I mean, no say Didi Abu them, then we get a committee, DJ Box outside, them being supposed for like.
Thank
you. For passing a parliament way, Gandhi for be don't get the independence to the artists them, so that if they're not pirate the music for be help them so that they're able to get the independence for themselves. But it turned the other way around and not see effect in that. Now this other government come back, waiting and known for artists them. You go see one or two people them I be understand the other time with due respect back Jimmy B. Then we go to the president back, the non-can pledge and support thing happen now for support them. So politicians they do nothing for them, but the neighbor gets get and they say the neighbor, because until then set up a structure, because like how Wahid mentioned, good luck Jonathan at one point in time, I understand, been give money to the artists or the union them for able support them way, even when good luck Jonathan don't come out, they still get a base. So now this are they say, waiting some of the people who they see before per music business for do, now for set a base, we're not going to only benefit a political party in power, like how Wahid say, either work with them or work for them. And so that when a political party come out, that structure, they still do. The same goes to things where I can say, like the young people in a salon, where most times a lot of people are going to see me they talk for. When young people and they, politicians, they come, una ask them for go on a walk. Because when they give work, I like that politician come on a power, you still get a job. But if you always the politician, they can't give something, you still there, Biena, the Batois, when they come out tomorrow, you said they come out. Same goes with the artists and people who follow politicians. When the party they come out, now all they go. If you look, most of the artists who been they follow certain governments who been in existence, as the government they go themselves, they go and film they done. So politicians they do nothing for them, they never get a sense there. And what's I mean advice to people who can see before for say that they represent artists or union, let them find a base. When they get a base for support artists, I beg your pardon, support artists them. Whether government go, whether government come, a structure there. Whose office you go gonna and say the artist union and get us an office? That's why you tell me about. Whose office? Which structure way they way? Sometimes then say go say, low empower these artists here. We not get money. We able to push the music small or can go to studio.
But DJ is not possible though. 2 years ago, the previous governments they bring up to maybe 20 or 20 something artists in America, where the president of the president of All Stars Media a couple of days ago collaborate attest to that. See, the previous government helped the industry in one way or the other, because the previous government helped them for bringing in America and other countries also.
On which basis then, Godi? On which basis? On which criteria? You tell me, Bashaba.
Very good question.
On which criteria?
Very good question.
On which criteria?
Good question.
How? Waiting qualify them. where you can certain people, you left certain people. On which basis? To me, it's political, whether people like it or not, but on which criteria? On which basis then bring them? You tell me, Shaba.
Well, you see, I'm not cutting that word. This is some of the things for highlight now. This place where I like about we the musician them. Now not afraid for like I have been going basic. Talk the real thing. You understand? It got benefits we all. You understand?
Go back to
I
that.
say certain people in there when they can then a party musician them. But we not say no support. You get right for support your party. You understand? You get right for support.
I don't know if I can butt in.
Yeah, go on.
Yes. What thing I want to say, you see, if we look at the economic implication about some of these things, I agree with Abizzy to some extent. We say we not even get an industry. But if you look in another way around, because where you put all the structures then where an industry forgets, maybe you not go qualify for call we an industry. But if you look on the other way, this now an industry, we can stick with it because we call it that way actually. It's an industry where they look at the economic implication now, where they create job for young people, self-employment, because I think that is one of the problems we Salone challenge with employment. So now this is a set of young people within the entertainment industry. Are they talking now about the film, the music, people that were involved in like DJs, people just in the entertainment generally. These are sort of young people who don't say, okay, we're not going to depend or for continue for burden government. We the friend side, who say we they make money, you understand? And so we not go do bad, you understand? We not just make money, we also create opportunity for let other people then come and make money. This is the responsibility of government. If you listen, both former President Koroma and His Excellency Madabio now, then speech them with them come, the inaugural speech them by the inauguration, then they tell you, say, one of the major focus is to create employment for the youth. So now we don't create for we sideway we work for we self. Because let me tell you how this thing they go around. Manzu, if you they make sure, do you know how many people will benefit financially? Because first of all, you get for rent sets, then people and they will get the set, they self don't get money now, so they don't make money through you because you go rent set for computer and a stadium. You understand? You get for go pay for the stadium. Government, they receive revenue for that. You get for go city council for pay for you billboard and banners them. You get for employ carpenters them for knock them billboard them before them tin up and for go build stage for you. So this now you get for pay DJs them for let them promote the show or your album. Now so DJ they said they get money and with them money then the way people then they make them then get their own families them back with then they go feed. So this is cycle. This is the food chain. When one's money, now so money they circulate. So we they try the film people them as well for make one film. Almost actors they put together for pay them and other things. And then second, a small family. So we don't create as young people since the days of Pakaba where they say it's let them pick the mic instead of them go to the bush. Now so we start the industry. We make even some of the structures. We not go for giveaway. We not been get too much structures because we say okay, all man can before they take the gun. Then they can't take the mic. We begin sing. Bodyguard, we begin the revolutionary. Charles Ostrov, Usa una been de Manzu, una tote the love. CJ K-Man, now una been get the love. You understand? And then you get forensic, Papa Baja, we been get the young kind music. We get people like DJ Based and we begin to promote. Now so the industry starts. For so long, we don't survive. We begin make money for our families. People are better than life. People that travel go, the opportunity for travel, for go improve their lives. Most Leonean artists. This is an industry we don't create that for so many young people without the intervention of the government. So what in me feel? I feel say in a time when that industry they go down, now government's responsibility for subsidize so that for keep these young people afloat. You understand that that's good luck Jonathan do. Now, if you look at the GDP of Nigeria, do you know how much the entertainment industry is contributing to the GDP of Nigeria? So they are making money through the entertainment industry. So because we pay with tax, we will go to city council, we will go to the pay stadium, now government, they receive that revenue there. There's a lot of things we as musicians. And when problem can the country, now we the thing up before, we the entertainers there for combat and back. This is all the government job them, what we can do, we call our social responsibility. So what government could do, empower institutions for letting endorse give we big endorsement, empower institutions for make them sponsor we show. Abizzy they talk about what this no DJ based they doing show. Would they give? These are some of the responsibilities. So if you ask like some of the artists, then where they go closer to these politicians, these are the things that we should be pushing for. Anybody able for create opportunity for do what he wants, go outside one go if not travel. But like how best they say, let we form a structure where not to, where one political party go, other one come, other one go. The structure will remain and people will benefit from it. I think these are some of the things that we need politicians for. We not going to say we don't need them. We need them for create that enabling environment for make we thrive. Because one, we as Salomon, we get right, like what the constitution say, therefore provide job for Salona, so therefore provide job for we. So if we don't make job for we self and they go down, now then right for subsidize for we, not to for use the advantage now and begin use artists then because they know say some of the artists then broke. I think this is a whole issue we need for understand.
Black coach, Olabo, one of the last statements we make on this forum. Take an example, say there was a time where the arrest LG, they put LG in a Palemba, where the industry don't make any moves. It come back to your back. Everybody come back to your back. You are the president of the All-Star. Now you forced for the acts. You understand? Before the artists, they act. So now this is the problem. If this still continue, like artists that they get problem with the government, are you guys gonna what's artists gonna get for do? Or make this thing stop? Because collaborating the talk say no artists no respond to LG in call where they big LG they put up again by road. Yeah, go ahead.
Again, I can say again, politics and music. Salona the country, I like you stand for politicians. When you do the wrong thing, you not do the wrong thing. If the one can hold you, then they hold you. Then they hold you back with no respect. Then they buckle you. Then they treat you all kind of way. I believe say, when I way they down there right now, why am I lying?
I don't do. Come on, man.
That's a good one.
No, listen, because you see what are the type of saying when the day I just want my people to understand one thing.
Just speak your mind. I'm not saying that possible. You have spoken.
When people want to interview me, I tell people, are you ready for me? Because it's like I want people to understand. Say this game, na $1 billion game. You get small bobo, they wait, then they make millions now. We forget we own governments. Like what Wahid say, Wahid, we don't suffer by this game. And you know, one brother, I believe, say in the industry in Sierra Leone, me, you get so much things alike, and we have so much respect for ourselves. We don't meet up now so many places that we're talk about the guest artists, then now we know like the biggest artists that we the booty.
Sure.
I like.
Sure.
Now, when we look at what we don't do, and also with this so right now, you understand? Now, because of love, no more make we do certain things when we go to Sierra Leone. Now, the day when we look everything, we form, look, say we're not getting nobody again with the sponsor. Because Saloma we can't sponsor you. Again, your motive behind that. Now, Saloni, they see where the sponsor, you can say, hey, DJ base, listen to me, manager, and you are way rich na radio, a big boy, for call me name, you understand? I like, you understand it. That's Saloma do something for, if you know they get in quick return. So
okay,
if we listen,
maybe I'm going to miss the point. I'm going to miss the point.
A legend in jail, eh?
Yeah.
And they expect say, oh, artists them for can pull them because artists not going to pull Elegiana. Because the government force not get respect for the organization, whosoever the government party is. Because I talk generally for the party there. Okay, but if they still say we own entertainment lawyers, then they still say we own
unite.
Yes, we unite. It's a movement, and
right.
this is something where everybody within this platform right now. We know this.
No, Abizzy, I just want to say something like waiting man who say again. I would disagree with you a little bit because everybody getting opinion. It all depends again. Wait to make LJ go na Pademba would back.
Yeah,
Because
because
this is like a country of law. If you commit crime with them for all, even if you're a musician, you're a DJ, you for pay down the end. You know what I mean? Say at the camp quickly. I know because let's say for example, there is case suicide. Then say LJ drive motor without license. Then the different. If you broke the law, we America say if you can't do that, the government go live for that. And artists they know go pull you because you don't break the law. Again, musicians, DJs, we get for be responsible also. We for make sure say we do things.
I think we are role models. We are role models that we for
set an example because I mean, like you mentioned, why they say it's travel, which is true that they don't just go only artists no more if you don't do something wrong. If I look down the back, if you do the right thing, it not go easy because even if people hold you, a lot of people go protest for you. Remember the other time where Sarah, then be alleged say, then go meet speaking with and kill her in place or whatever, what they can hold them, artists then go to CID, then pull on the hailer, it's good. But in the case of LJ and other people, for example, the one who be and say, he drive Moscow without license or argue with police or slap police, whatever, it's a different issue.
Yes.
So I don't know what to say about that.
It's just like in the case of Clef,
Right.
that'll be a
Thank
movement with solidarity. We come out.
Exactly.
But, you know, like you said,
I don't disagree with you, Mr. Bass. I say we because we Shaba quotes the quote say, oh, LJ go to jail. Nobody, you know what I mean? We don't talk about the or what he go do. You know,
we if we look for the issue first, why make people go to jail before artists or anybody make solidarity.
The quote where he quotes, he say, oh, the man then at jail, nobody knows stand for that.
I think I want to make a suggestion. I want to make a suggestion. I want to make a suggestion. So we the moderators them, yeah? Let we know how will they link the politics and the industry. Because to be honest with you, I now want to make this platform turn into a podium where we either sort of like analyze politics or government in a way. I think we for look at how with injections the way the government could make into the industry, we could make it better. If then we ask ourselves if they're not the drum or if they're not the drum, and why them for drum, and why some of artists then they really work with them, why some of these things not happen. We for able to draw the line, otherwise it will turn into a political forum where it not will last. And some of them forum there, why make we share them now for make the younger ones they able for listen and learn. Let we know where we go wrong, where we went wrong, so that we're able to correct some of these things. And some of them things there we share, just like how you say Manzu, like say we all they learn now, and so the younger ones they will watch with they learn. But if we begin use them into a political forum or for waiting, it will turn other things. And certain things then we have to be careful because even as musicians, we're not there above the law. Yeah. Even as celebrities, we are not above the law. We have to be careful how we address it because there's government, there's constitution on all of that. So I want to make they hit the government because they have a responsibility for better this industry. And the reason why I say that because all of them, the statements they talk say they want to make youth man and where we don't create work for ourselves now. If the work they go down the drain, una help we let we stay afloat. That is waiting with the appeal to government for. I make we form that committee we based the talk for make them pass this bill for we so that we get a registrar and able for control we product so that foreign product the other price not with the money we get for draw the line as to how politics and government they involve into the industry. Otherwise, we will just sound like the politicians.
Thank you so much, Mr. White.
Thank you, White.
If when it's all the talk now, what I'm gonna do now, address them, we'll make a solution. The person who is responsible for that, this message goes straight to them, and if we get the contact, we tell us, hey, now soon I'll make work.
They're watching us.
Hey, Sherry, baby, how do you do, sir?
The government is watching.
When they say, structure, you know, Sunny, like for say, I'm musician, like quarter this one and this, or not even get that. Who do they represent musician right now? Now we for direct, and this we want right now. Who do they represent we right now at home? I don't know because I know that.
Yes, and I think that in as much as we look at government involvement, we therefore look at we the musician, then we own responsibility because it starts with we first, like how DJ based talker. It starts with we first for correct we own issues them because if we not take ourselves seriously, like I just mentioned something like endorsement. Yes, we go get empowered for it, but if you not empower yourself, make yourself valuable, no company not go associate in brand with you. And in Nigeria, one of the reasons we make the artists that the benefit now because you pray where you come up on music now for let Glow or MTN sign you as an ambassador. Once you get endorsement deal, you don't alhamdulillah, you don't better. We need for the we don't see Africell and even Orange design artists. We need for encourage them and more there are institutions that we're able for associate them brand. That is why we for polish with brand, make sure you brand blemish free, not go associate them with politics and other things, so that brands then will associate with you for make you their ambassador of face. We also for the address waiting with the miss as musicians, we the musicians then work on we self first in terms of production and other things like what you say, youngly don't talk. Other producers they need for better than beats, and then the DJs they also salon music batting with music. So now we get for play and let people then like we shout back and say Abizzy go force you for let you listen to music and all that. So I think that's some of them things that for now the industry is kind of in terms of leadership, it kind of shaky. But me strongly believe say some of them platform they are now for the use for even conscientize we self as musicians. Let we know say we need some of them unions and they for solidarity.
Yeah, and Wahid, a very good talk you talk. But I want to say something again. You said like some of them tell you they talk and structured. Anybody that na free tongue where they create workshop awareness for some of them in there, because we get for do them. Now in the doing with man country, you understand? For example, for upgrade your heart, you understand? Somebody will go write a project to certain people, and I want to make this kind of workshop for at least artists, DJs, or anybody within the industry for upgrading heart. You understand? Because at this the kind of talk and so now two go for begin put together we save. Some way they talk say for upgrading self, take care of his. Some I don't know. It just no know. It just enter at the game. And I got no education about that. So are we making that kind of move for getting kind of a workshop then they?
Yeah, there are a couple of things. I remember the last time we had an encounter with tourism because I think within the Ministry of Tourism realized say now we are one of the greatest agents then for tourism in that country. Where you want for sell a country, where should the baby do in video? You see the side away they go shoot in a salon, now the fine side in a beach and other things then. When them video then go viral, when they go international, now so people in the see we country say fine. Now so they see we fine beach, we fine thing they will get, and then go one for camp. And when we get people with the camp, you find out say the tourism industry they benefit because they go on a beach, they go sit down, they eat, them restaurant and they go better. Then go to the beach, then they go to them number 2 go sleep like them beach house, then they say go get rent for that night, and you find out say tourism go before. So one of the things that we Ministry of Tourism we realize now say we now one of the agents of tourism them. So then we want for make we understand how we go partner for let we do more of we local team there, the way we own local traditional team there, do more of the salon team with videos. We started that. We get 1 or 2 waiting. Will be also they try for for edit the cultural policy, but of course we all know say Corona interrupt and all that. But again, many of them things they don't start. Like DJ base say, it can start. We don't see how with previous government they can start. Then we not can make headway. But if I want to make a honest answer, I think we been get a meeting there with the tourism ministry. But of course, it has been interrupted.
Let me ask this because somebody asked one question. This is for only the artists that we do. Since we left salon where we are not push for it. Music they want to be produced one of the Africa, produce. This is the good, especially for you, Mazu.
Talk loud. I didn't get you. Give me the question again.
Somebody is sending question say one of the big artists that will not left the country on a camp. Part of Abizzy because Abizzy will meet another. For you, Manzu and Shady Baby and the rest of the artists that will be in a salon nickname a salon when they come overseas. Since we have left Africa, we have come overseas. We are not pushful again to our music they want to see. Because the time we have in a salon, we produce good music there. We have come overseas and we produce good music again. There's any reason behind that? So I can't you share the baby.
Yeah, make sure they answer that question.
First of all, we say I want to say cabo to everybody in the forum.
Welcome.
Right,
Welcome, Shady. Welcome, Shady.
Yeah,
My sympathy, I see somebody on Facebook. I don't know you cool.
Yeah. I lost somebody, you know.
Okay.
And
Osho, Papi.
Yeah, boss. Which I answer that person the question. You see the Shady Baby, the likes of Manzu, the Shady Baby, and whoever they are the diaspora, not so we all in a salon artists the way they sing salon type of music, the typical salon type of music. The time that we will not come oversee it, people and they will left and come oversee. But still, salon man, they still dance to we waited the way they sing the music for them. So let's salon man know they use these things, say artists move go oversee. Now they sing the type of music again when I use for sing. So all they don't contribute for salon music for good. And what about the people that we still did? You don't appreciate them? You don't appreciate the effort when they do still for keep salon music going on? Salon man just get
but the fingers that go to Una, we in a salon, the legend in a salon, when I need good music in a salon, when I need good hits them, when I left salon, when I oversee, when I'm not oversee for many years now, but they don't see any push from Una.
Because the only reason we make salon man,
yeah,
the only reason we make salon man not the system we still play the music because they don't focus on other people the type of music. They don't focus on them because real fans them. When somebody say me a fan of this musician, any side go, you always the trace about a music life. Which they do, how far you don't they push, within our next plan, all you they know about them. But again, when the salon musician, all inside the one world, where salon music can decide for take social media, then they take and say you na social media artist. Yeah. Even when you want to use that platform there for make them get informed about what they do your everyday life, who say you there now, which you they plan. The next minute then they take you say you now social media artist, you know get work for do blah blah blah. And I make most of the time the people that will the social media, I know they blame them for what they do because maybe some of free we get 2-3 things that we all read that we make we not be able to take the media like how we take them. And some of we thought and feet say, you know, professional me as a musician, now me they do all me social media work. I need a team. Some of we would think that way than they. Some man think that same way they, but still not able to hold on. Say, I know they wait till they come, till I get a team. I still they push myself till I see somebody. Some people they do one. I give them credit for that. But salon people always they look for the simple side for just make an excuse for cry salon musician, which is bad. And the reason we make me call for coming and are 2 things.
Right.
I know for now one give me way for go ahead with them or let Manzu answer about this question we come in. Which one?
Well, Manzu go answer later inside module, so you go
okay, now. These are some of the things we make we lose we focus as salon musician, and because I remember I can sit on back in the days and think say when I be get this thinking inside me and say I can sing music, I want to go into music industry and do me own play me own part. I not consult nobody about that. I not go ask anybody your opinion, what you think about me going into the music. I believe on myself and I go in and do one, and God make I get to one point where I get recognized in my country because of the kind of music I play. Every time when the salon musician don't reach to the height of fame, where everybody don't accept them, you get people that when are pulling down syndrome, where they look at them say, oh, if you say don't big now. Yep. If you not do this, we do this for them. If you not do this, we do this for them. Then, right from there, the frustration, they begin make you lose focus. Then, when you begin listening to within salon people, they talk now this side. Salon musician and not this. Salon musician and not that. Then ever they come and talk about within and they do now in life, how they improve on them. Some man a doctor, from where saying a doctor, nothing, and no one day you're in him by work where they do. Some man a teacher, no one day you're in him. Then just too jealous because of some of we make a choice of something what we so love and we put everything inside and make sure so we reach to that height where everybody recognizing how this thing they do. That jealousy they not allow salon boku talk divert your attention on things where they do. So beaucoup musicians get distracted with waiting with people they say. Some of these musicians, just because they talk, say, oh, na so type of music now they play, you rush into where I go play them. And salon musician will get one habit. If you go to the studio, Jay, you go play, now they hit come on. Now they all man they run go. You will not believe, say, if I work with the ugly, I can make it like the post we make in a studio, Jay. Talk less of now when the Nigerian beats come inside. If we don't follow that kind of way of singing music, say where Studio J make hits music, now they hits the commodity, everybody they run go. Now when Nigerian style come, salo artists not go run go para. We people need for appreciate within them gets. That's all I say. All our advice we artists them. Stop for the listening too much. They get distracted, you're able for do what they do because these people, you go always get people who are negative and get the one way positive. Yeah. Take the positive vibes, move on with that.
Thank
if
you.
If you say negative things about you, then you not to nobody means that people know they pay attention to what you do. But some of this negative vibe, nothing where they use for ginger yourself and do something just for make sure say you gain this positive way negative about anything where they do come now you get them over like a fan. But we hate for fights. So we gotta sit down the people and the vibe distract we and we lose everything what they do. Then the next minute they begin to tell you say, ah, but we don't go.
But Shady, you not think that you found the right for tell you wrong or good in your career?
I just talk and I just not say as a musician. If they not say wrong things about you, if they not talk bad things about you, then nobody knows sports, nobody may pay attention to what you do. But always learn for appreciate the good vibe where you get for carry on.
Yes.
And when you use that good vibes for carry on, you're able to captivate even the bad guy where always they come on social media for say the bad things about you. It goes see the kind input where they put into your artwork and appreciate you when they say this guy don't talk bad about table, you know, give up. Look who's idea now.
And
these are the fights we need to fight at times. So people get the right for say negative things. That's I agree to that one. They say they get the right for say negative things about musicians. Secondly, which I want for say, me I'm not confused with, I not get convinced with the things where when I try to talk about the thin line within working with the politician and working for the politician. The way when I try for give reason, the two different reasons, within the show say they work with them, within the show say they work with them. Me, I not buy them. Now that's the major issue we make a call. Yeah. The reason we cannot buy them, as musicians, them not alone, we already know say hardship day. For the whole country, forget about if you're not a musician, the whole country hardship day, everybody they fets in day to day for making living. Sometimes you get carried away with funny things where to you yourself, you don't talk for say, I will never involve myself in stuff like this. But you get carried away because of maybe the struggle to real add up, you need for now you know the one when they look up to the family for make something for them, for bring something come now. Okay. Now my point is if you talk say the difference where you work with politicians for do something where they benefit the people them, it's different from where you work, you pledge your allegiance to a political party and they do everything for them anytime, any day, anytime. One thing when I decide say I go against that one day. One day salon artists not go say, I want to do something where they benefit the people them without the government. We always they run go to the government for sponsorship just for able for good one. And tell me true, if not that government they didn't have power, whatever you go do. Now the upline provinces, which you do, you sensitize people there about stuff. As long as you get the finance from the government of the day, you are working for them. There is high time where we the musicians
there is a difference. There's a difference.
Hold on.
And I go.
Okay. You hear me? There's now. Ever since me come overseas, I know the see artists then they won't go to government for sponsorship just for go sensitize people or for do things for them. Because when you do that, at the end of the day, the same government they make a claim say, now this when they ask the which one I don't do, they will list them out say, now we do so thing, take money, give artists that way then go do so thing. As musicians, that we get the power for come on social media, put up a fund raise funds for social thing we want to do. Talk to people and say, this now we plan as musician, the industry, now this we want to do. So social fund target for we able for do them.
Okay,
I
don't know if I can.
I not blame musician.
Why before you come, Shelly, there's a difference between
why I want come in.
Working
why I
with
want come in.
working for.
Why they come? Why they come?
Yes, why I want come in.
Before you come, you understand? Let me sincere. You understand? Me from us, Wahid. Why they do something where now any kind of way it must they try for improve the life of people. I don't want to see I don't want the exit then tag them. So I'm waiting base the talk and waiting why they say the talk. I'm not saying tag wide. I don't know. Shelly, you don't ever say then tag wide.
Say they talk about wide, we talk about salon musicians.
Yeah, general. No, I make me say another try for defend. No, listen.
Whatever
no, I understand Shady.
Hold on,
Shady, what's it?
Hold on, Madonna, please. The talk when you want to talk now is the talk when you want to talk now. As long as you get funds from the bully party of the day for do anything, you're working for them. When you get your fund
that side, I want.
When you get your fund differently, let's say from companies, then the way they support. When you get you fund from United Nations, like the peacekeeping thing we use for do, that is different. Like we say, United Artists for Peace, they go on rally for go sensitize people. Like we not say the money not come out direct from the government. It come out, we fund come out from United Nations or whatever company we come inside. But for any day you run to the government for fund for go do something, you're working for them. You are working for them.
Let me tell you how this works. Let me tell you how this works. I'll tell you this work. Like everybody knows say we funds they come out directly from United Nations, UNDP specifically, all the time with Artists for Peace. When I mentioned the free healthcare, I say for a long time would save the children. But let me tell you, let's say for instance, our First Lady, Mrs. Fatima Jabibio, in Hands Off Our Girls campaign. Now, do you know? Say as a father, you get a daughter. You get a daughter. You understand? We all have daughters. We might just fall victim to waiting. You understand? The mommy they preach. There are so many other things where Madam Bio might don't float. There are so many other things where the government might don't float. Where we as artists, we not go inside it because we know say those things now political gains. Now some of them things there, you're right. Then can use them as campaign measures. But for we are supporting girls them with disadvantage, we man them the rape. We know the statistics, how it go up in the country. That is what we are supporting. So in that kind of circumstances, you can work with the government, you can support that agenda because that agenda they benefits the people of the country. So now then they will talk. Whether you define as working for or working with.
As long as you get the fund from them.
No. But it's not waiting. You did listen. Now waiting.
Why you topic first?
Hold on. Let me stick with the floor.
Why you topic first for say they sensitize people about rape. Don't do for the artists put up fund for get some fund out of different people for that.
You see ideas. You see ideas. You're right. You're right. Now, ideas. Now God they bless people with ideas. Shady baby, you come up with a brilliant idea. We get a lot of benefits for Sierra Leoneans. You understand? We would support you. It's the same thing if you come up from the government because at the end of the angle we're looking at who are the beneficiaries.
Right.
So let we not tie ourselves so much that we isolate ourselves and restrict with contribution to national.
We all guilty.
No, restrict ourselves for no contribute to national development. But I tell you, there are certain things where me and you two they do. We know say you understand. Me, I understand when it comes to how we are financially challenged and we some people them. Because to be honest with you again, now people then write for come off support and what they want support. I'm just saying if you want to be professional, you understand? Just dinner you lane and you can work with people and team them way say a better team for the country.
Okay. Before I come back to Shady, please.
Yes, sir.
I get one question where I go for ask Emerson, but because Emerson not the participate program, I go for the other program. I want directly question to DJ Bass. DJ Bass, people that know say Emerson is the voice of the voiceless. But I get so many calls them and texts from people in they talk say Emerson is a one-sided artist, especially at this time where things that they go, people are saying that they go wrong and country, whatever. Emerson just mutes. What's in you think? The question for for Emerson, where Emerson will come. But again, the reason why make our for director to please.
Okay. Well, like you say, that's true. What you say, a lot of people don't raise that question, that Emerson, they know as maybe revolutionaries, where they think about what thing that happened at the country, the voice of the voiceless. But of late, me said a lot of questions about that. A lot of people that ask me, say, they know they hear Emerson, give me coming one person on the promote Emerson in songs, and where they talk about consciousness, awareness, and all that stuff there. Me said they read and they are unfortunate and able to get in touch with Emerson for ask them because me said done the one that say, I mean, 2-3 years when governments come, a lot of people know Emerson for that for sing against system in a sense, for bring out the problems of what's in the happen in a country. And we know say government can issues and then they happen. They're not here from Emerson. So a lot of people don't ask me that question there also. And myself not able to get in touch with Emerson, but they try to get in touch with close people where they near Emerson and they say, well, people don't then ask where Emerson they because me na one person Emerson be the before he pull most of his songs and Bobo Bele, yesterday better past they mean one of the first people awake in Gee. But of late now, for the past 5-6 years, I know they like see Emerson, do they promote some of his songs them because me believe some of his songs them they reflect with happenings every day. So the same to me, I don't get that question from a lot of people. They're not the Emerson they sing, which is true. You don't say Emerson not sing, but I've been seen on social media say on Friday, which was yesterday. Yes, they may say for pulling new album, and I see last week a promo was out that in self way I say go give a donation on this. I beg your pardon, a donation on this cone. I think to some people we say, family when I watch out my album, they come out very soon. So a lot of people don't ask that question day, and some of who self don't ask that question day. Waiting at the new song, waiting to happen, but I think Emerson will be the best person for answer than the way you go get her.
Yes, because Emerson ever be the best person way you have to answer that question. Because somebody say, "Bo Shaba, you don't save long to cost for Emerson." I just talking before we go start the program. Say me, DJ Bass, and Emerson. We don't go. You don't invite to our show. Go perform. The show go perform. That's particular show they be building. That same building the APC, the Nicholas, they get dance.
Yeah, Brixton.
Brixton, the APC, they get dance. That same building and Emerson just released yesterday. That's a past today. So that also affects me and DJ Bass because I mean DJ Bass and Emerson invite international like England. I mean, so there was a lot of talk after the show. You know, a lot of talk after the show. People they talk about DJ Bass and Shaba. They don't make show for Emerson. London, you know what I mean? Yesterday they don't even understand. That's why everybody go understand. See, when we now call now pay the we go perform. And we go perform. That's it. Now for like SA people that do the show. Which of course it was not SA people that do the show. Anyway, back to you, Nancy, before we come to Abizzy.
Before we go move on, somebody may ask a question. Say, we are a point per shady point per me. Take overseas. I just want to just get done with that. I'll make people know say for any time artists travel go any side of the world, you know, I get a reason. You know, just left. You know, like it's salon or one salon again. You know, you understand? You must get a reason. So I'm like being a musician, being anybody, what person travel comes from side, now you call. You know, so I get a reason why make it travel and come. So it's not like Banzu, Shady Baby, or Pupa Baja, then come some side, then neglect the salon industry. No, we not neglect. Like me personally, I left for Can Salon when me and Seabold will go apart. You understand? I say, you know, me heartbroke, me and colors. I don't need for sit down, I just come rest myself and turn my life over. You understand? So I come. So I'm not make that they hurt any of my fans them or any of my people who like my music. Say man, so just abandon salon music. No, I'm not abandon salon music. In fact, right now as I talk, so I guess somebody when I come up from the hood where they promote. No. How much I love salon music and I do them. And I will say other musicians and they where they do that, where they America, where they can promote other artists them. So we not left the industry. We love the industry. It just be to say the economy, not the eye for day, things are not go all the past years. You understand? Things are not go fine. You understand? I remember when they talk about to music, so I just remember something. Somebody in a job, somebody points me, say, he's a famous musician. He got money, he has money. Nothing human say, they say, how can a poor country with bad economy make money in music, make money in entertainment? I swear to God. That's what the woman tell me. You understand? Say they wonder how did it happen. You understand? So as I don't hit at this point, I just want to make people know say any musician will travel overseas and not abandon salon music or not abandon the industry. There's a reason. There's a reason. And then not take that for granted.
Wahid.
Yes, sir.
You know other industries we do lots for the industry. What do you wish for this industry, for politicians and for coming to the industry?
For let them come again.
Politicians, what do you wish for me to come to the industry?
Me, I just think just like how my brother Shady they talk, for just a little bit agree with him, because in life everybody get points but everything you say. Me, I can say everything is wrong and right. It depends from the angle you look at. We not go make the industry in isolation with the politicians, with the government, so to speak. We cannot operate an industry that is isolated from, you understand, government or politics. I just mentioned, I think this buttress me, how good luck Jonathan make an injection financially into the Nigerian entertainment industry. We take now from where they take off, because it gives them the opportunity for go get better equipment. Now, if you want to shoot a video, we talk about red camera. Do you know how much a red camera costs? We will talk about standard production, the state of art kind of studio. Do you know how much that will cost you? So even with producers, then they try in terms of production. Now I bring one point where sometimes people will not be able to understand why I bring and come. I look at the economic aspect, the role where the industry they play. This is an industry we don't employ lots of young people, and we don't pull that burden in our government aid. And to be honest with you, it is government's responsibility, as the constitution demands, for them to create jobs for the citizens. And we are also citizens, regardless whether we're musicians or not. We self as citizens, we could benefit for them thing. So if we don't create an industry for ourselves, all the government supposed to do now for just sustain that industry, they make it thrive, so that then set of people and a new set of people we can go continue for make money. That are one way where the government provide employment for young people. So me can tell you, say, now I can always quote section 12 of the Peter L. Tucker reviewed constitution, where they say the government get the responsibility for make the industry better. And subsection D per that constitution, they tell you, say, therefore provide financial help. You understand? So we not go able, because it just start like the other areas, the normal. We go like football. We see how football boom na salon when government decide for put money. Football boom before the corona with the flop stadium again. Mighty Blackpool Eastern Lions, FC Calon Lions, FC Calon Blackpool stadium they flop. We all they go support now. So we glad in a stadium. Once you pour money, if you don't reach a time, nobody they go to stadium for go look football. But when they pour money, they give quality. You understand, to the league. They're able to rebrand them. So government can do that. Now, do you know how many footballers then will get job? Now that they buy footballer up to 20, 40 millions. Then, but they will be they don't be. We be dating funny side, and they all don't move with their family. They don't give them quality life, because now that they earn money. So this is a Sierra Leone thing. So this is why a government with a responsibility for look after in citizens there, especially young people, when we get the future for tomorrow. You understand? For make sure say industries then where they thrive for come up, then help them for make them tin up. that one day, one way the government they put load na the aid. So we're not able to operate in isolation with the government. But let we not make we industry depend on the government.
The same question to go to you, Abizzy.
No, I think so. Why you don't say I'm all? You know, the what me want make clear, what I go let for see happen
From the government.
The government. Like why you say the football, them pour money inside it. You know what I mean? Salon foot stadium they full of pink. When they say Saturday, I think say that energy them pour into the industry. Trust me, that question where they just ask me colleague then when they say some of the artists then come America, and it happen because trust me, we know saying Sierra Leone before day right now. But where you look back, you know, say I mean, some man look and say, what's he left? Yeah, better pass now. So I just urge the government for let them work with we, and then let we join forces. You know, no side taking, let we just join forces and let we better we country when it comes to music. I think say 10 and they come back, put them back need we. You understand? Eh? Trust me, when election 10 come, every politician they turn around, they call people and say, you know what I mean? How they creates that avenue for we support the industry. Trust me, and it happened because all the international world who they go and call it so. Trust me, them back one cancel, but we need to give them a good reason to come to Sierra Leone. So when I already watch, trust me, when I just give you that opportunity, the same energy when I put on the football, when I give it small.
Yeah.
If I come to you, base.
Yeah.
Okay. What we understand is, we don't say the previous government invest into Sierra Leone entertainment and some particular artists them. They travel with them. You think say this government going for invest into the industry in any kind of way?
Shabai, make a laugh.
That's why he laugh.
Because I don't want to get too much into politics for answer for politics.
No, it's music and politics. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You don't need to radio in the talk. You didn't radio in the talk. So now, why you don't put something like this?
Make la answer for you.
No, what I say, and I go say I'm back, and you see, is just like what I've been saying first, like we Wahid say, government they need for create the space. Creating the spaces, for example, like what I mentioned about Good Luck Jonathan, even when you don't come also, a power, the legacy still there, and people they benefit from her, whether I've been in a Good Luck Jonathan in party or not. So going back to Sierra Leone, from the past government, like I've been mentioned, during former President Koma in time, if them don't pass this piracy bill, and one way they do for the help artists or musicians then.
Yeah. So
if this government come, they can easily make sure say them pass down the law become law and set the basis, set the pace, set the standards, and set the structure. In other words, for example, like let's say studios and side away artists will go and able and empower themselves and sing without government. In other words, whether this government come on a power or it go in, I don't know me once. Because I don't want that outside this government will come and say, now we do this, then now we for support this, now we for control this. No. I want governments for make sure say they set that base, usai go tell like we then say, land the person for fish than for and fish. Let the basis day, let the Piracy Act work so that government come, it go still support artists them. Look, if possible, the government puts money into studios, look into the committee where they look into the one that we call themselves before we dip on the music business. If possible, give loans to artists or musicians there who able to empower themselves. Government come, mean at the structure while they put in place. They not like when this can put them for benefit there or for benefit the artists they will go support there. No, lady the standard, the structure there. So whether government can, artists then will control themselves and go be devoid of politics. I don't dare to ever say.
Yeah, I think that first thing we need for structure, and also at this particular time we get a first lady where she's an entertainer, so it's an opportunity for me now. We get first lady on the way now. She's an entertainer, but also for help to come and invest into the industry, or also bring private investors and also invest into the industry.
Shaba.
The baby.
Shaba.
Yeah.
You don't feel to say going back and forth with where we take the musician them. We not get till and what you the talk so you understand. You don't feel to say now we say they make that happen because of leadership. Because I don't know if we get a leadership what they get present we, they come up with and then proposals there, write things, guide proposals them to government.
I'm not cutting a word. I'm not cutting a word, right? I think so. That's leadership right now in GBB, where they just elect I think I don't know secretary. DJ Best, you know what I don't know why.
Not get you say that again.
Jimmy B. Then just elector, right? I don't know secretary anyway. They want to elect for the entertainment. I don't know if you got DJ Best or Wahid Flag answer that question.
Yeah, we have a foundation. Now make us say we get them. What's they call the foundation? We Jimmy B and other people then we enough for look into the problems of the industry and see how then go for relate that to government and other private sectors that we will come in for see how we go help for shape. But like I say, the corona interrupt a lot of things. So that makes most of the things that we will talk, we go just put them and let pray God will fight this corona. I think that one thing we will not forget, even as we platform there, I'll continue to remind people about the do's and don'ts. Yeah, I think say before we go maybe last words.
Quickly, in what Shaba asks, so why did travel? So with all due respect to people like Jimmy B, I personally like for say something. I mean, free. This is also the first time why it go agree with me. Former President Koma, we don't call people like Jimmy B, Didi Abu, DJ Box, and all. Then we don't go visit her, this same piracy thing. What happened since that time day? It's a new government now. So let's go back to that. What happened since that time day, coming back and elect them back. So are we
very good one. I want to go much Panandi. You understand? Next week we go to talk on this. No, not forget how things
I think we got for examine the word elect. I don't think say form the foundation. I think we just choose out for be the president. Because elect now where we do an election, then form a foundation way for a body we go to oversee the problems of the industry. Then just like choose the word elect not going to be the right word. And just choose like for be president. Okay. Say given like waiting how long it don't take like the industry and all that.
No, back to that. Maybe just few seconds to waiting why it's still stick on that. Let Jimmy B the reports to Salon people or the artists. Waiting be happen during former President Koma in time where then be represent artists them. Then waiting before then the car elect them back.
Yeah.
Waiting be happen. Waiting have been
good one.
Why the problem in the
exactly a good one, a very good one, Andy. That's a very good one. Then waiting the artists they want. 90 maybe they report to government if 90 right now. Now they report on your idea, on your ideology. Nothing all for come together. We say this we want now. A present to government, you know, not just on tourists and there. Now you want the cow that one day. So I don't know. I know they say this or say that, but what till we want right now? Now, unanimously they do on a one-man idea. You understand? Now like how DJ Best talk so. Now begin know some of them fault there. Me, I remember say from the late the ex-president kind of power. Yeah. You understand? The ex-president's kind of power. We go meet him. Now this is tell we say music not then I manifesto for right now. No, just be the wait. Say I left there now the wait and the wait too. The only two I see them do now for bring artists in America. They all be artists in America.
I feel say Manzu, I feel say wait till they do so. Manzu, I feel say waiting with they do so. You know, thank God to social media. Now it makes some of we will miss base because AYV later on they go Mercury. Some of who not even get the opportunity for listening again. You know, some of them platform their day. Now so we be the take correct society. So in as much as there are people in way their point, it not stop we for make we self agitate, make we self advocate. Because at the end of the day, enough for day to one people. Now make we have different organization. One of the mistakes where I keep admitting that we get a very, very solid and formidable organization when our all stars we really, really not pay attention because of one or two reasons. Then we some of you don't highlight now. We not pay attention for make it become strong. You understand? And there are other organizations then we they play with itself with enough for the job for enough for left to one person, enough for left to the foundation alone. So if we see the foundation they perform, the other people themselves will push for let the team fine. If we say they're not they perform, other organizations self can able to do those job for advocate, just like what they do now. But I believe say this, the good thing with this go born now that maybe certain people will begin for listen and watch within una had been on the discuss and within some of the discuss now and begin land say it's time to speak up because you ain't not good at you owe you belly. You understand? If you're not fine, not fine. And people that they talk, me not to one person, I not share that idea of the people go oversee whether they blame. Me, I don't blame anybody. Most musicians, if people have get the opportunity, then will go because the condition in terms of finances, waiting, and people then get family and responsibility. So we try, we love the music, but we say we don't do the music. Say after so many years, responsibility they pack picking there. We they go find way for how we empower ourselves. Like what they do, to be honest with you, Manzu, Abizzy, Shady, I they admire una they by under, but yet still una they release songs, una they active into the industry. All this time una they spend. And because you love the industry, look you picking the can so you just know they go. You for don't go, they don't, but you did now would discuss the industry. Look base not be big man. So now because we love the industry. So we not ever allow the owners for the industry go before left with one people. Enough for them with one people. It just start like even when we put government there, we know say because we put them there now, left for them. We self they talk. Let them know say that so we want. So I think say some of them things they are will address some of them problems.
Abizzy, what are your final message to along people about this violence we are really going on country and the corona?
Well, before I say my final word, I want to say this platform here is a very good one. I think that's something I can happen. So, salon the people and the youths them to all the young ones over there and we pull salon you can't see the pull. I believe say the rebel war, all anything that will be they do so people regret the born host, the this, that because as salon no you put bed, put no other country behind. So we just need to wake up now. And grow. Like I can always say, Africa is a moving train. Every country there inside this moving train. Who's how we fend with? Who's how we fend with salon now? Are we a part of this moving train? Are we growing with this moving train? It's about time let we grow as a nation. Let we back be proud of the system way they na the country. You understand? And negativity in take with no side. We get for respect we serve, especially all aspects of life. If you're not a doctor, we respect you. Like what's in Big Brother and best say, you understand? If you not get license, you want the guy, not the guy. You know what I mean? You get for respect everybody. Policeman pull you over, you no need for say being a star, I go talk to anyhow. You get for respect everybody. Until we get to that level, the salon they grow. Hello, don't forget say coronavirus na the pandemic of the day now in they kill people them right now na the talk of the day now I know make the one world on shutdown. They will be aware of that. They will take all the precautions that we will prevent me for people and for diners really. I mean for my colleagues them, I believe say oneness 90 the colleagues the one I mean colleagues them, me artists them, oneness. This not to the time follow we be free self. This not to the time follow we disagree self. Even if we disagree, we come to a meeting point and say, yo, do something. So I say, bless up to every Sierra Leoneans and
Yeah, Shady, what are your message to Sierra Leoneans the violence?
as Sierra Leoneans, there are no feel say we need for remind ourselves again. Because we all very well know we too don't go through the past years. And because of that thing the way affect we after the war, it bring division. Now this same way politicians use for come inside we and divide the nation. You find out say now if you for survive, you get for connect with politics. The division already been created. But me, all I want to say to me people let we be aware of the things that we would get yourself involved with. We know say the struggle real, but at the end of the day, now one saluna we get. When something like this come up, talk about coronavirus, let we take the right precaution and just so that we stay safe. You know, no look the international world. The international world, some of them, we there will know the competition already between them. And we as Sierra Leoneans, we not even level up to these people. So let we not see which they go on social media and act the same way like we do this in social media. Trust me, the social media life is different from when you can meet the person in your house. That I can tell everybody with this alone. I know say of late now we get that internet for come on social media and copy things and apply them. But be cautious with it do stuff like that one day. More we come in times of pandemic like this, take precaution. And for me industry, they don't divide we for so long. If we not go back to the drawing board, which is creating one body, then go always the use we. Because we own motto first that we answer not just say divide within united we stand, divided we fall. You very well know so when you get divided, people are able to come in between. So until we go back now the drawing board and make one body, because the system now more of cabal. Everybody they show up, go rep himself, we think come then get If we not go back to the drawing board, this now something we're not done now. We not get for done now, we get for the years to come. And some of we get for all we self responsible for stuff like that. See, I've been get time for make changes, but I still follow the wave, which is making connection for just get within at the put on okay, done already we turn one blame politicians. No, we did do the same things where the politicians did do. Now we own sectors of life. So please let we change this attitude. Let we learn for the into one body. That way they will go able to see benefit by which they do. Again, Corona is real, man.
Wahid in them the voice.
I just want to say in as much as we they talk about the problems, when they talk about the waiting, there are sometimes, I mean, I just believe in prayer. Let's pray for we industry, let's pray for country. Because sometimes we really know, they understand why certain things they happen the way they happen. And sometimes I can just let for take them up in prayer, But we hope and pray, say things will get better. Now make we all day now because we believe, say, in as much as it is for them, with small talk, with God in blessing, go make things get better. And then of course the corona, let we continue for adhere to the messages them, because it's like say people the slack. It is not over until it's over. Trust me, corona is real. We need for understanding. And now one thing also, whether we call them working with or working with, we need for support government effort for we end them, because this thing now we the musician in force now affect. When I know say plenty shows then they will cancel, and we know they make money if crowd not gather. So I think say some of them platforms they are low to use them for sensitize people now with small DJ base at the area you one time while they listen to you, you do them on your own, and we all do them personally. I think say it's a joint effort, and this now one time now we nation we for unite against a common enemy. Because to be honest with you, Corona not the pick if you're not APC or SLPP. As a nation, let we unite against a common enemy. We for know when we for press pause by the red or the green card and make the green, white, and blue card play. I think this is one of the times that we the green, white, and blue card for play. And then let we not forget that role they as musicians who we use for play. Let we push Sierra Leone. Let we be the example to the people. We make people for understand say salon for count force. Because now it's like say waiting to happen at the country. Like Shady say it's all political and people and they put them party above country. which is wrong. Let we as an industry continue to remind people, say, it's country first. Thank you.
DJ Base, before you give your final message, people ask, say, when will you back? When will you back again?
Well, as soon as the corona done, because I've been Kaya from the 6th of March for to attend the Commonwealth Conference.
And I've been now.
At the UK.
Okay.
At the UK. And I've been to attend the Commonwealth Conference from the same person who will make a card the last way, you know, Mr. Leone. Okay. And be invited me for come because they're working at the Commonwealth where I've been there for a week conference, and coincidentally I've been just planned for stay for a week or two for just move around. Unfortunately, this corona come, you know, this is a law country now, plane not they go, now he hold me up. So as soon as God make the thing reduce a little bit, because UK, of course, they'll get about 492 people away die, really sad, way high. As soon as plane begin go back Sierra Leone, by God's grace, I go back. Now that number hold me up, and this is the first time I don't travel out of Sierra Leone where I don't do more than 1 month. I really want to go back. Like the homesick. In fact, when things they happen back home, a lot of people they say, hey, DJ Base, not I can talk to the youth them. But again, God get a reason for we make a there. And back to the young people them out there. And I don't talk to young people not today. I don't do this radio work for over 22 years now. And I still try to maintain that balance day. I don't talk to young people and say, I always tell them, say this is a conscious time, awareness age, and still able to pick up their vibes. People still say, DJ Base, but always don't sensitize youth. They not still catch up it. But we can say they not catch up it because few don't catch up. Some because of the sideway system and these politicians and don't set make the sideway young people day. It actually then come until we get the awareness day, the education day. But me always believe, say, very soon, by God's grace, Sierra Leone will be a better place. To young people out there for violence, if you do bad, there's no mercy about it. Government go hold you, now law country, you for don't wake up now. As I say again, avoid politicians. When politicians then come, make them give you work. When they give you work, I like them come on a power, you still get work if you don't get problem by work. But if you follow politicians there, you know, engage yourself. Politicians, they engage you upon violence, they say this, then you get yourself for blame, Shaba. So I don't know what you're going to ask again, but I think that's go for young people. As Mutabauka they say, and Sierra Leone as a whole, we must all learn from the past so as not to repeat those things that has kept us far back. Meaning, we for don't learn from what happened from the war, for don't learn, say, young people they use, now inputs we behind. The Ebola, we for don't learn with Corona Council, and I want to say much because Ebola for learn we a lot of lessons we almost similar to Corona. But if we don't learn, and if we don't learn, we'll always get the same problem. If young people don't come out of violence, we go always to get trouble. And there's no mercy about it. And lastly, like Wahid say, for pray to God, I agree with Andy. But me and somebody else always say, even if we pray to God, if we not do the right thing, then a problem. Because when you look countries like China, India, where they go say they pray in a false God and they worship, they are more developed than countries where they even say and they pray, then they do the right thing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, DJ. Mr. I do for me. Tell us the show where me do na bricks to make you go back.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Shaba. I appreciate it.
Yeah, go ahead, Mazu.
Well, me personally, something that really disturb me right now. I feel so bad when they see that they train on social media. Incidents happen with disabled, then a company, I don't say disabled, physically challenged people. I don't know when that thing happen. Somebody called me in Africa and tell me saying that thing happened 2019. Somebody then I get one that audio call was say back that happened this 2020. So like then I see then they take pictures of video clips of disabled them. Then they say so many people them bring no more. Now they beg. If now government they say no one they do and take picture. When I left, I don't believe say something that government they say all men just want to prove a point. If they don't investigate this year, so this time not for the make like they make so. But then they make people with disability look funny in the country. It is so disturbing when they go take people them almost prove a point. It's not necessary. If anything happen, when I investigate them if in a law, if not true enough, go for take action, not take action. Oh, no, no, take action. No, no, say action they take. But no, no, they proof point. They take the symbol and picture. They pass it all over the internet. And all they sound pleasing to me. You understand? Eh? And they feel so bad that they happen. Now they beg. There are people who they do that. When I stop that. If my government is selling her back, when I'm not, please, Papa government, no stop anything. So that I want to talk, you understand? Because I represent people of disability and I'm going to respect them. I'm going to respect them. And waiting, since I forget, me then game. And then I go and say, and I want to talk again, say, Corona real in America. Then say, within the next 2 weeks, 13,000 Americans, they die. You know, people don't take this year and joke. Every day, we person they go on the street for go do gozi. So you have the cuts. You
know the answer your phone, so if you didn't put it on your phone, you're afraid.
So my family and number one talk. Then again, the cow DJ base, everybody don't talk now. Violence. That young man within the streets, nobody no go push you. Say for go so, for go do so. Will all you. Then lastly, I want to talk about this boy way. It come a very poor neighborhood where they talk about the Sarah Comots, Calibag. I make people then go, then follow Calibag, then playing song, now song with church, each and every one of within at this podium right now, or in this country. Say to the first gentleman of that country, what's not about the portrait that story day. And then Sunday, you know, Sunday church we all for the South Side come out and waiting that happen to them. So I make with the artists them, now we support them. Me not sing man, me not to rap man, but waiting that about the portrait, I support them. So I expect the underwood na the hip hop field, the big one them, una help promote that body because waiting me see for the bobo, I feel to say na a new face to salon hip hop.
What's me for say? I think say this not be go on for a long years. It is practical, revenge from party B cam, revenge from party A inside the clause. Revenge, you get for stop because most of the things that already happen will continue revenge. You know what I mean? Revenge. So you get for stop, we get for continue. Our government talk to salon people them because you know most of the things that happen recently will continue revenge. Somebody go pick person, somebody go call person in because of maybe the time when you're participating in power, you assign a caller person in. So they talk to salon people, they talk to also the youth. You understand this violence where they go million stop. And for me to just what Mazu say. Now for we were there at first world lifetime, it's scary for me because we didn't have the war fronts. No, Corona is clear, and you see so many videos the way, especially in my own country, you know, people and how they are they do things then. You understand? We're not here. We just say for us to cry. You really have to say this thing has already happened. You understand? Because you know say I don't think I don't know if the awareness is and the country so like how the people are the awareness before the people are because you see people all over the country. I see one video I don't know whether supposed to them pull them. They say I don't know a lecture or whatever they put it again dance with them. You know the corona is here. So my family yeah they talk corona make a joke. All the panelists, everybody within the last people who don't take part in the industry, they don't play grateful with industry. Why don't say music? Why you don't sing with Embassy, don't sing with so many artists like you go on YouTube and I check Wahid. He's the industry. They don't say where Wahid advocate for with industry. You know what I mean? So Wahid, thank you very much, my brother. May God continue to bless you for the good work. Abizzy also gets a new homily. You understand? Me always the plan. Me always feel like the music pass me. The plan at TV homily. Abizzy also gets a song named homily. When I can go on YouTube and I check Abizzy also. Abizzy is a Kickstarter at the industry. You know, he really kick. So thank you very much, Abizzy. Yes, me own brother, me only bad brother, or me own team in the border, because not to team in a we always with the first on the phone. Shady baby as well. No, Shady baby also is a star. It don't change so many lives in our country. You know what I mean? Shady baby also gets new songs on YouTube. Check Shady baby don't do. It don't do very well in country. So thank you very much, Shady Baby. As soon as program for the day, don't forget I'm back on Thursday back. Maybe starts the for camp, the for camp. Unfortunately, don't forget people about but something happened at the studio with me. So don't forget I'm back on Thursday. Una all Manzu and my co-host. Manzu himself now a big man at the industry, Manzu and Sibles, they all they take me from A to Z. So thank you very much, Manzu, for you always playing at the industry. DJ Bass is the best friend of me. You know what I mean? Me and DJ Bass will not come off fire from where I left Saloon. Anytime I go to Saloon back, I will call him and beat up DJ. You know what I mean? The love day, that's so the love for day. Not only the industry, but the love for day. Now, so we said, Sierra they will forget love. People call this one thing also, it's okay, but yes. You know what I mean? Because that love to me, and I'm not the one who will talk about yourself. Yeah, Shady Baby, Manzo, Abizzy, Wahid, that love there for day between. I not say it's not to everything you go for accept, you understand? Sierra and people encourage themselves, people love each other. This revenge, make it stop. Make people love each other, make people continue for love each other. So me and Eggleston Chairman, I started for left now. Today I will go to back on Thursday, the same form. On Thursday, by God in power, the time for bringing and Pupa Badger and other big artists here. We'll not forget Emerson, here for the new album, we'll not forget Jimmy B. Please here for come on this platform. There's so many artists then use them for come on this platform, make we can talk. So to one of the viewers, then please I encourage you to make us share this video because we get so many people out there they follow me. The government's people, them investors already follow me. They call and said you need to really check. They know what they want, and now they know exactly what they want at the industry. I was surprised when I wake in the morning and see so many texts there for people away now, government people and private investors there down the world where they recommend this program, this platform says it's a very good platform for me to continue. And so yes, guys, thank you very much. May God bless you now. Please be safe. My family, I'm gonna share this video. I tell you, thank you very much. Thank you. We'll do some back on Thursday. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.